What is up? International Passport here for yet another classic live stream. How y'all doing? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Are y'all good? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me right now. Can y'all hear me? Sean M, Liang Bentley, Thomas Demahin, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me right now. Awesome. Welcome everyone. I'm International Passport. If you're new to my channel, you can see that I primarily speak about traveling, foreign women, stocks, crypto. It's a recent movement that I am one of the pioneers in. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, encouraging brothers to get their passports. So welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome as well. I'd say in the last 2 weeks, we've had some classic live streams in the last 2 weeks. And of course, that's due to not only me, but you guys who support. So thank you very much. This live stream will be split into two parts. The first part, we will be speaking about the negative influences of American women and how that's ruining women in the UK, which is why I have two brothers who I will be joining to the panel, Thomas Demahin and Young E, to speak about the experiences with English women and them telling you how American women have, poisoned their minds. The second part is the whole Kevin Samuels and DJ Envy issue. DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club has come for Kevin Samuels. The passport community stands with Kevin Samuels. So we'll be touching on that further as well. So let me bring in the two guys, Thomas and Young E. Thomas and Young E, can you please introduce yourself to the panel? Thomas
Hello.
first.
How you guys doing?
All good. So state who you are, Young E, what you do, and where you're from in the UK.
Alright, so my name is Young E. I do music. I started investigating crypto and forex a little bit. I'm still learning as we go along. But yeah, I'm just I'm just on my grind, to be honest.
Awesome. What about you, Thomas? Introduce yourself, please. Yeah, Thomas is having some technical issues, so we'll wait until he's Thomas, you there? Yeah, Thomas is acting up. Okay. So welcome everyone. Let's get into it. So I want to talk about what's happening all around the world in terms of the negative influences of American women. In my travels so far, luckily, I haven't dealt with women who have been influenced by American women. However, I find that in the UK, it's very prominent. English women looking up to American women, wanting to be American women, and it's very sad. So I'll give my experience first as to what the tipping point was for me in terms of me not dealing with UK women anymore. So, like I said last year, right, there was one woman called B. Simone who very ignorantly said that she won't date a 9 to 5 man anymore. So, what she meant by that was she won't date a man who dates a 9 to 5 job. And I was thinking, whoa, what's going on here? I never in my life have I heard any woman say such an ignorant statement. So I thought, whoa. Then a week after, I start hearing that from UK women. and it was crazy. Am I not right, Youngie? Back me up here, Youngie.
Nah, you're 100% correct because what it is like I look at America as pretty much the world leader. Anything they do, the rest of the world follows in terms of politics, mindset, and everything. I don't know why and how we allowed it to get like that, but you are correct.
Thank you very much, Youngie. Thomas, welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro?
Can you
Thomas,
guys
let
hear me?
me.
Can you
Yeah,
guys
I
hear
can
me?
hear you now.
All
Welcome
right,
to the
cool.
stream. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. It's good to be here, fam. Nice to have you, Young G, my fellow
Thank
UK
you,
brother.
Thomas.
All good, fam.
Awesome. You got a little bit of background noise,
One
Thomas.
second, one second. What's up? All right, all good. No worries.
Awesome. Can you please introduce yourself to the panel?
Hi,
Who you
everyone.
are, what you do.
Cool. Hi, everyone. My name's Thomas Demahan. I'm a software developer, and I'm currently getting into cryptocurrency thanks to International Passport. And yeah, I'm just trying to attain my physical power, financial power, and mental power, but also renew my passport as well.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for that, Thomas. So we were just speaking about how, UK women are copying American women.
Mm,
So I remember last year, I'm gonna put you on mute because of your background noise. So I remember last year, B Simone, some social media influencer, was saying that she won't date a 9 to 5 man. And then a week later, I'm hearing UK women state the same too. Could you, did you experience that as well, Thomas?
absolutely. It's the thing is, yeah, American culture is exploited across the world, but see, the thing is, UK and US, they're practically siblings. So anything that go in the US will automatically come to UK. And yeah, I've experienced that, and I've experienced that, and it was with one black girl I knew from university. We did we did the same course, but the thing is, she dropped out in her second year, all because she wanted to venture to other interests. So when I graduated from the University of Greenwich, I thankfully had an internship from this small company called Pentascape, which was located in Kent. So I reconnected with this chick, and I really liked her because me and her had the same interests. So I wanted to take her out to show her a good time. But then she looked at my LinkedIn profile. When I got a job, and she automatically rejected me. I was like, why? And she said, you're a software developer, but I don't date you know the guys who do a 9 to 5.
Speak,
I'm
speak a
just
bit loud. Speak a bit louder, bro.
she said, you're a software developer, but I don't date guys who do a 9 to 5, and that really puzzled me. I'm like, I'm trying to process what she said. I'm like, because I asked her, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a guy who excites me. I'm looking for a guy who just like, you know, just give me a thrill. When she said that, my G, I was like, I, I, I'm done with this chick. It was like one of those cartoons, when had a light bulb on above their head. That was me.
Yeah,
That was me in 2019. I'm like, nah, this can't be happening. And in
it's crazy,
2020,
Thomas.
in
It's crazy.
2020, yeah, in
Let me put you on mute
2020,
real quick. So, Aaron B says software developers make hella P. So, yeah, I know Thomas is probably doing well in his career, but you have women who say that's not enough. It's crazy nowadays. It's crazy. And where's it coming from? It's coming from America. It's coming from the United States of America. It's crazy. You know, after that 9 to 5 statement and how that trickled down to the UK, I was done completely. I was done completely. Now, Youngie, speak about your experiences with UK women because I know you've been burnt quite a lot in the past and you're tired of dealing with them and you want to get your passport. Go on, bro.
First things first, I've already had my passport, but it's like I never really had money to travel like that. But yeah. So do you remember the last year I told you, yeah, where imagine a girl would ask to come see me, so I was like, alright, cool, bet. So I pull up at the location she tells me to come to, and Tuesday she wasn't responding in this house. Like, you know what, yeah, I literally just caught the next train home because I wasn't standing around waiting like a jerk person. You know what I mean? Like that's just not right. You feel me? So like, and then obviously like you had B Simone come out and say she'll even date a 9 to 5 person no matter what they do. So it's like it's clear that these girls like fast money brothers. So people who like so like the rappers, the trappers, the athletes, that's where they're heading. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's just simply what they like. Which is why yeah, I'm 20 and it's like I done seen it. It's like it's not getting better, which is why like ever since, do you remember the last last year where I came up and I spoke?
yeah.
Yeah, ever since then I've just been so focused on my money. I ain't got time for these girls no more.
There you go. What American brothers are facing in America is also happening in the UK. I know a lot of American brothers are going through hell with the woman there in America, but guess what? It's the same here in the UK. It's just craziness upon craziness upon craziness and upon craziness, and it's too much right now. You know, the 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 type of dude that these women want, like Youngie said, is fast money dudes. And how do you become a fast money dude? By dabbling in illegal activities that would endanger your life or, set you down the wrong path. So you're telling me you want brothers who are gangsters, who are drug dealers, who are thugs? It shows you the mind state of where our community is. Now, my question to you, brothers, is particularly to young E and Thomas, do you want to save the community when the majority of the community doesn't value educated brothers such as yourselves? Or do you want to get your passport to meet other women in other countries? What's your thoughts about that, Thomas?
Definitely get my passport and travel abroad. Um, but I don't understand the women who would go for fast guys. Actually, I do. Um, I want to say it's due to the upbringing and the media as well. The media has um, really shown a bad perception of black men. Um, the media's perception of a successful black man is a athlete or rapper or someone who's promotes illegal activities. This all comes down to initiative and free will. The brothers really want to, the brothers who come from a STEM degree, who promote education and business, want to go for girls who are like that, or do we want to go abroad, get the foreign women that we know who are conservative, feminine, and family oriented or family orientated? That's the
There you go.
question I have. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree with your point there. For me, it's conservative woman for me all day, every day. What about you, Youngie? What's your thoughts on my question posed towards both of you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Alright. So my thoughts on this whole thing is like I'm definitely getting my passport. Like right now, it's like I'm really digging myself.
yeah. Your connection's gone a bit off.
Let me rejoin.
All right, okay. While we wait for Youngie to come back, you know, brothers need to get their mind state right. You know, you just can't be relying on the woman in your community anymore. It's over. You're trying to save Playboy drip, dude. If you want to troll, I will put you on a 5 minute timeout, naughty corner. To get your passport, you get the application form, whether it's online or in paper, and you fill it in with your personal details. No trolling, okay? Now let me carry on. You have to make that decision because it's not going to get better. It's over completely. you think the women right now in your country can be as bad as they can. In 5 years' time, it's going to be completely worse. Go on, Thomas. You want to say something?
No, no, you're absolutely right. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Cool. You're absolutely right. I'm done with Western women. Um, but the thing is, yeah, there's like when we say we're done, but there's at the back of my head, there's always this glimmer of hope that maybe one of these days I'll find the right woman. But that's a small percentage. Right now, I'm just hoping for the restrictions to lift in the UK for traveling because Paris, Paris, France, man, that's on my mind right now. One of my mates,
Yeah.
one of
Have you
my,
been there yourself before?
I've been there, yeah, 3 times. One, two, twice by myself, one with family. I've come to do it twice by myself, sort of with mates. It was a really fun time. I went to the last, yeah, I went to Paris in 2019, went to Versailles in 2017, and I went to the southern part of France. That was in 2015. But Paris, phew, it's been booming. But recently in the current news, Paris has rejected Western ideologies, particularly wokeness. So that gave me that gave me a lot of confidence, fam. Because back in 2019, the women there were just, uh, they were
Gorgeous.
just fun.
Okay.
It's gorgeous is an understatement, mind you.
Okay. So how are they treating you as a brother in Paris?
They'll treat me with a lot of respect. They still how the thing is, yeah. I was wearing like a nice cream suit and everything with sunglasses. They came to me and we just had a normal conversation. They knew I was British based on my accent, but other than that, I just presented myself how I was, and they respected me. But this particular woman I was talking to, she was she was mixed race. But I'm telling you, man, she was so feminine that I wanted her numbers. I got a number straight away, fam. It was like
This was in Paris, right?
this was in Paris.
Gosh. Okay. Wow. I need to head down there. If what you're saying is true and they're feminine and all that stuff, then that could be the hot spot for brothers. Paris. Wow. Carry on, bro.
The thing is about Paris, it's very multicultural, and that's a great thing. They they know what's going on, France, and the fact that again they rejected the Western ideology, the wokeness. They don't want any of that. I always knew the French were smart from the beginning. So so
Hey, hold on, Thomas. Let me just shout out the guys in the chat. Shout out to Vita Black. What's up to you, dude? What's up, Azrael? The day woke up. What's up, bro? The guy with her face. Hey, that's a bit explicit, but yeah, I've got a Facebook group. If you click on the link on one of my channels, it will take you to a Facebook group. If you want to add yourself to that group, request it, and I will add you to that group. So yeah, it's crazy what's happening in the UK. You know, and it's all coming from America. And American brothers, you guys should have stopped this from happening. You brothers, you gave those women in America too much leeway. Like I noticed that you guys love that feisty type of woman. Oh, she feisty. Oh, she cute when she angry. Oh, she a bad bee. Blah blah blah. And that's what happened. They took on that mentality, and then it's spreading all around the world because our passports is an alternative. It's an escape to the nonsense that's happening in the West. Okay, and if international foreign women start thinking like American women, then it's over. It's it's going to be a long depression for brothers. We cannot let that happen. So how do we stop that from happening? Punish bad behavior. Okay, don't allow your girlfriend to be on social media too much. Don't allow her to follow these American celebrities too much. Reject Western culture and ideals, because we are the next generation of travelers to meet international women, and we cannot ruin it for the upcoming guys. We can't do that. Brothers need to start being harsh, need to start being, strict. Because I'm telling you, if foreign women start behaving like American women and UK women, I'm gonna lose my mind. I will lose my mind, because I'm right now. I'm on my purpose. I'm doing what I can. I'm not dealing with any UK woman. Okay, I only deal with foreign women nowadays. But if foreign women start behaving like American women, there's going to be a long depression for many brothers. We can't let that happen. What's your thoughts about that, Youngie?
Now, everything you're saying is true because it's like, as brothers, I really feel like, yo, we have the strength and the opportunity to apply pressure and force these women to change. Because, okay, because I'm not being funny, like in IP, like you, yeah, are gonna blow within the next year or two, and you're gonna not even next year or two. Like yesterday, or no, a few weeks ago, like um, I saw a bunch of women coming in trolling and trolling. So I already know you're gaining success. Like females are starting to pick up and notice who you are. So let's say, for example, when us brothers start applying pressure and going to these other countries, and we end up marrying these foreign women and treating them the way they should be treated. You know what I mean? Because one thing I don't do, I will never cheat on a girl and I'll never lay hands on a female because that's not who I am or what I believe in. So
Yeah,
yeah, if we start applying that pressure, it will force these women in our country to change. I put down everything I love.
definitely. Thanks for that, Youngie. R&B says some Asian countries are already listening to Cardi B and Megan. God forbid. Aaron, name those countries. Oh my goodness, Aaron, name those countries right now, bro. Because God forbid, oh my goodness. Hopefully not Japan, hopefully not South Korea, and hopefully not Hong Kong. You know, name those countries, Aaron, because we cannot allow that to happen. Brothers, if you see your foreign woman listening to Cardi B, downloading her songs, or Megan, delete that off her phone. Tell her that music is demonic music. No joke. Tell her if you continue listening to music like that, you are set for a path of destruction. Because I'm telling you, man, I can't deal with my foreign woman acting like Cardi B. I can't deal with that anymore, brothers. There's already enough UK women who want to be like these girls. I can't allow any of my foreign women doing that. I can't. Because if that's the case, then it's over for brothers worldwide. It's over. We might as well just pack up, go back to America, go back to the UK, and just deal with Western women. I don't want to tolerate any woman. Please. Sarah, hold on. Shara Kasim, you agree? Okay, can you please call in later on in the live stream? I want to hear your thoughts about this. If you're a Western woman, you know, we need women like you to fight back for us, because I'm telling you right now, brothers are going to leave women alone in the West. There's going to be a new movement where men, not even brothers in general, men will leave you women alone, and you are going to be lonely. And I'm sure you don't want that for yourself. There's about to be a lot of lonely women in the next few years because men are getting their passports. So do you want us men to stay and protect you? Then you got to change. Women need to be backing the passport brothers up. Women need to be supporting Kevin Samuels. Speak on that, Thomas.
These are the type of women who ask themselves, where all the good men left? Well, all the good men have, all the good men that you wanted, you rejected them when they were looking at you in the beginning. Now we've gotten our passports. You ask yourself that. The only reason why they ask that question, IP and youngins, is because the the men that they wanted, they've manipulated them and already used them like property. You see, the type of men that these women want, they objectify them, and it's a real shame that these women can't see that these these types of women who support Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they're lost. They're lost. I don't understand these types of women when there are positive female role models out there like Candace Owens, like Michelle Obama, like Kamala Harris. Say what you want about their politics, but they're happily married.
Yeah.
And the thing is, whereas American culture has been exploited to the UK. In America, they got hip hop and love, right? In the UK, we have backchat. You see the similarity, my G.
Yeah.
And backchat London
Actually,
has
hold on. Let me speak on that back chat London nonsense. Put yourself on
gone.
mute, Thomas.
Cool.
That back chat London nonsense, where'd it come from? United States of America, which is the topic of this live stream. You know, everything wrong with UK women is coming from America. It's crazy. You know, this back chat nonsense where you can clearly see that these women over there are dysfunctional, delusional, feminist minded, rude, bad attitude, coming from America, you know? And thankfully, American brothers can see how UK women are. Now, let me say this though, okay? Let me say this. If you're an American brother, you will eat very well in the UK due to your foreign factor and your accent. Every American brother I know does well in the UK. Now, that's for smashing only. Wifing, I highly recommend that you don't wife them. If you want to avoid trouble, if you want to avoid feminism, if you want to avoid bad attitudes, don't do it. But if you want to have a good time, then yeah, then why not? Because American brothers do very well in the UK, exceptionally well. Just like I do well in America due to my accent. So it's the same thing. So before I end this topic and move on to Kevin Samuels, I want brothers to understand that we cannot allow American culture to poison the minds of foreign women. We can't. We can't. Because if that happens, it's over. All my work on this channel will go to nothing. The intel that I get from get by myself or from other people is for you brothers. We cannot allow foreign women to be influenced by American culture. God forbid. Because if that happens, it's over. It is over. Thomas and Young E, do you want to say any last words on this topic?
Yeah, my last words are just very simple. Like, we just need to keep applying that pressure, just keep being strong and keep being a better version of yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like when you are out in these foreign countries, you can really like eat well. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah, definitely, Young E. Before you speak, Thomas, Sarah Kasim, are you from the UK? If so, can you please call in? Carry on, Thomas.
Yeah, I'll just say this, brothers, you just need to be well aware of the social climate that we're in. The women, Like modern women, they're just um just destructive right now. So we need to be on our toes, assert ourselves, get the power that we want to be in financial, physical, mental, spiritually. Our passport is our ticket to success. We, our women are waiting for us abroad, and by Jesus' name, we will get our women, and we will live happy lives.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Thomas Youngie. Stay on the panel. Let me speak to Conrad Grant. Hello, International Passport. I missed the live stream, man. I have all notifications set. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's is bugging up because when you speak the truth, YouTube starts, bugging out. But thank you for your support, bro. My videos will always be here, and but thank you very much for letting me know about that, bro. Now, let's move on to the next topic. So recently, Kevin Samuels is getting heat. He's getting a lot of heat, brothers. Last week I addressed it, but this week he's getting even more heat as he's going more mainstream, as his message is being pushed out to the masses, and men can see how delusional a lot of Western women are, and you wonder why they don't get wifed. They're fighting back, and they're using men of influence such as Umar Johnson and DJ Envy, the latest guy coming for Kevin Samuels. Now let me speak on DJ the Simp Envy because he said that Kevin Samuels he thinks that Kevin Samuels attacks women because he doesn't like women, or they bullied him when he was younger. It's the shaming tactics that they love to use. You know, they can't counteract Kevin Samuels' point, right? But they will use shaming tactics. Oh, you hate women, or you're lame, you can't get women. Despite the fact that Kevin Samuels has been married twice to two different women and has children, but he hates women. Brothers, you need to see, how they conduct their attacks, because the passport community is next. So I want you guys to buckle up. Like I said, Kevin Samuels is the first gateway to finding a solution to your problems. So when they find the passport community is offering a solution, they're gonna come for us. And I want you brothers to be prepared. It's crazy out here. DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club, and we know who he is. He's calling out Kevin Samuels. But Kevin Samuels needs to know that the passport community is fully behind him. It's crazy. So, shaming tactics, using high figures and high places to come after Kevin Samuels, that's what they're doing. They first tried the pro-black angle. Oh, you hate the black woman, or you hate the black community. They did that with Umar Johnson. Now they're trying the mainstream angle, DJ Envy. And we know the Breakfast Club has been seen by millions of people worldwide. A lot of people know who DJ Envy is. So they're throwing dirt on Kevin Samuels' names. But the passport community stands by Kevin Samuels, because his message allows brothers to find the passport movement. Too many brothers were asleep. Too many brothers were accepting bad attitude from Western women, especially women in our community. Oh, she's feisty. Oh, you're a weak man because you can't handle a strong woman. Yeah, I don't want to handle a strong woman. What are you talking about? I do not want to handle a strong, feisty woman. Am I a fool? But of course, they shame you in real life, or you can't handle a strong woman. Guys, keep it PG on this live stream. I'm going to put you on 5-minute timeout Sonic stream. We don't want none of that nonsense here, okay? please. So as I was saying, right, this is a tipping point because Kevin Samuels is doing great work. We have allowed bad behavior, absolutely bad behavior in our community and amongst Western women. And that's the reason why we are all in this situation today. Thomas, Young E, everyone in the live stream. It's all our fault because we have allowed other men who, who speak for us, the rappers, the athletes, who allow this bad behavior. But the brothers who are white collar workers, who are blue collar workers, you know, we don't have a voice. And then you wonder why our women have changed up on us in the last 20 to 30 years. It's crazy nowadays. They cannot take away Kevin Samuels from us. No way. He's too big to be taken down nowadays. Millions have seen the delusional mindset of Western women. So what are you going to do about it, brothers? Are you going to take it? Are you going to allow her bad behavior? Will you allow her to continue saying that she won't date a 9 to 5 man without checking her? Because how many brothers checked her last year? Not a lot. You had a whole bunch of simps saying, yeah, I'll do better for you, queen. It's disgusting. I'm not here for it. I got my passport. I'm good. I'm biding my time until the borders open. I'm giving you guys content to get you motivated, to get your mind right, to get your passport. There you go. We're catching the flight 100%, bro. Soon as Germany opens, I'm out of here. Because you brothers need to get your mind right. You need to understand that it's over. You can't save the Western woman anymore. It's over. I've accepted it. Thomas Young E, can we save Western women anymore, bro? What do you guys think?
No, we can't. We can't. Western women are lost. Before I come back to that, I'm going to have to say this about the places to go, brothers, once the restrictions are lifted.
Go on.
France, Japan, Germany, Spain. Once the restrictions are lifted, I'm coming for these countries.
There you go.
I'm coming for these countries, man. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. These Western women are lost. One thing I don't like here when what black men do is that they refer to themselves as queens. We're the black queens. We're the queens.
Keep it PG, yeah? Keep it
Yep.
PG.
A queen knows that she's a queen, but a queen doesn't tell herself she's a queen. Other people tell her that she's a queen. A true queen is feminine, but she knows how to lead. She's a partner. She is the supporter of the one who rules the kingdom. That is the king. The king is the provider. The king is the warrior. The king is the one who protects and serves. But make
Hey,
sure.
I'll tell you this right now, yeah. There ain't no queens in the West.
Exactly.
They need to stop lying to themselves. If you're in the West, you are not a queen because you have allowed feminism to poison your mind. You worship Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. You listen to WAP all day. You're promiscuous. You can't keep a man for more than 2 months. Shout out to Catherine Forbes. Hey, what's up, Catherine? That's a good feminine sister right there, brother. She's in Costa Rica right now, and I recommend Costa Rica for brothers. They're checking for brothers out there in Costa Rica. So shout out to Catherine. Guys, call in. I've pinned the call-in link. Let's call in and speak about the topic of the live stream and any topics on your mind. Also, I'd like for female callers to call in as well. I want to hear their opinions. Carry on, Thomas, with the Queen stuff. Go on, bro.
Yeah, the Queen knows that she's the Queen, but she doesn't want to tell herself that she's the Queen. People tell her that's the Queen. A Queen inspires. A Queen inspires the next generation of fellow women to follow her footsteps. That's why we have the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, the ultimate example, who's ruled the United Kingdom for over 70 years. She don't tell us that she's the Queen. People know she's the Queen. You got another Queen, Michelle Obama, another Queen right there. Candace Owens, another Queen right there. They show by example. That's what I'm trying to say. They lead by example. They do the actions required. Western women, they've lost that.
100% facts. I definitely agree with you, Thomas. Shout out to Dirty Trick. You don't see women marching in the streets to put an end to OnlyFans. 100% facts. They actually endorse OnlyFans. You know, they promote it. They say it's empowering. That's how you know there's a lot of delusional thoughts amongst Western women. But I'm done. You know, I got my passport. So you simps, you ignorant fools, you want to keep dealing with the modern Western woman, good luck. Good luck. So anyone can call in to speak about this topic and any other topics. Please call in. Call in if you are. Go on, Youngie. You want to say something, bro? Yeah. Carry on, sorry.
Guys. Yeah, what? Yeah, I was gonna say to add to what's the name of the guy in the middle again?
Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. All right, to add to what Thomas said is like, these women they'll call themselves queens, this and that, whatever. Like when it comes to the Cardi B women or that, they are just there if you want the quick 1, 2, and finish. You can't do nothing more than that with these girls. And then Candace Owens, I don't agree with Candace Owens. I don't agree with everything she says, but I'd rather have a girl like that by my side than ever date a woman like Cardi B in my life.
100% facts. You know, I don't even want to deal. I don't even want to be around with a woman like Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion. Not even for a quick smash. I don't even want to be around them because I feel like when they talk, it makes you stupider. You know, you don't want to get that stupid energy from those kind of women. So we done with them completely, Youngie. You know, don't even be around them unless it's for work purposes. Be in your grind and stay around foreign women. What's up, Joel? How you doing, bro? Joel, how you doing, bro? You right?
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, it's going good, bro. It's going fine. Just again, dropping knowledge for you brothers to get your passport. To take it easy, stay on your purpose, and just date foreign women. What's on your mind, Joel? Joel, what's on your mind, bro?
100% true. I think. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Oh yeah. I think it's the media, it's the music, it's the lifestyle, it's everything. It's just corrupting, these young kids and how they perceive dating and how they pursue people and all that.
100% facts. It's the bad behavior being allowed. It's brothers not, telling these women off for acting up, allowing the attitude and all that nonsense. And this is the situation we've landed ourselves in. It's crazy. But carry on, Joe.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, awesome. Let me get in Sarah. How you doing, Sarah? You okay? What is going on today with the connection?
That was
You're
me.
outside.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How you doing? You
Oh,
okay?
hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic. I'm happy you called in. Um,
Yeah, of
you
course.
know, I just know. Tell me how you found my channel in the first place, Sarah.
Well, I follow a lot of red pill guys. Um, I'm in the red pill. I'm into red pill content because I love following the truth. So I just came across one of your lives, and I just listened in, and then I saw that you was live tonight too. So I just, you know, and I didn't know if it was like just all guys. So I kind of like ran out of here when you called my name because I was like, I didn't know if it was just all guys.
Nah,
Um,
it's for people to. Hey, do you have me turned on? Okay, so I don't know what that was. No, it's for people just to state their opinion, man or woman. Which live stream did you find me from? Was it last week or the week before?
the week before, I think.
Awesome. Did you
Definitely.
subscribe?
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. You're on the right path, Sarah. So what's on your mind, Sarah? I have a lot on my mind to speak to you about, especially you being a female. But you go first. What's on your mind, Sarah?
Well, I was following this whole like attack on Kevin Samuels, just coming from all types of angles, and I definitely think that it's strategic because I feel, you know, following the truth and like doing a lot of research, I feel that it's something bigger that we are fighting here in America. I don't know if you're in America. Um, and you know, when I say like masculinity is under attack, that's not a small statement. Um, it, and I have a son, so that's really who I care about. And I see like a lot of things changing because of the feminist movement. So um, that's really I'm more so like into politics. So I kind of follow it that way. But then, you know, it affects obviously relationship as well. Um, because I did think a certain way for a long time until I realized that I was. So you know, I just when I see the attack on Kevin, I've definitely seen it before. So um, I try everything to bring awareness to it and you know share it on my channel, talk about it with people, um, tell you know my friends about it, the guys, so that they can start supporting him. Because every man that the straight man that I've told definitely is like, wow, this guy is amazing, and it's all facts what he's talking about. So
100%. Yeah. It's crazy seeing the attacks against Kevin Samuels, and
mhm,
it just confirms to me that they really want men to be simps. They want men to
mhm,
worship women. They want men to, just be just be docile towards women. Accept her demands. Blah blah blah. Buy her bath water. All that nonsense. It's crazy.
yeah,
Kevin
and for
Samuels is
women
waking us
to
up.
degrade themselves and
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how taking off your clothes, rapping about nonsense is empowering. It's
exactly.
nonsense, to be honest. And it's only happening in the West, and which is why I really hope that this doesn't spread to other countries such as in Africa, South America, Asia, because if it does, it's over. It's over. And we
Mhm,
need women like you, Sarah, to be leaders amongst women. We need you to
yeah.
stand up towards this nonsense, you
Mhm.
know?
Definitely. I try my best, you know. I try my best to give women sound advice and, you know, so that they can stay with their families and, you know, take care of their home and seek counseling. And I'm really into clean eating, so I feel like that's a major problem in America with women being overweight. And you know, I feel like if you don't care about your body, no man is really gonna want to be with you. So that's something that I try to bring awareness for women so that they could be a little bit nicer. They could be, you know, a lot less shallow and into themselves and into like um, all this, like, you know, hair and
Yeah.
all these things that men don't even care about.
Do you know what, right? What do you think is a problem? You know, what do you think kickstarted all this? The change in cultures, just the change in the mindset of women. Because this is what I think, right? I think feminism, I think social media, I think TikTok, I think TV, I think simps. But what do you think as a woman has? What's the
Oh
main
yeah, all of
cause
the
that, that,
above.
that, that have changed women's mindset? What do you think?
All of the above, definitely. Everything that you said.
So how come women like you weren't affected by that?
No, I was, but then I
Okay.
woke up.
And what made you wake up?
My diet,
Okay. What do you mean by that?
I went plant-based. I started, you know, doing my research on Dr. Sebi, um, a Honduras man who talked about, you know, because I was going through a lot of depression and um, I just wanted to be a better person for, you know, when I get into a marriage or a relationship. So, and then my son was my motivation as well. Um, so that really did it for me. Once I got clean, you know, I also was like, I want to get clean in my mind. I don't want to listen to the same thing. I want to manifest different things. And if I keep doing the same thing, so I started just reading books, listening to books, um, just doing better all around. And it could happen for anybody. You know, there's
Definitely,
nothing
definitely.
better than a redemption story.
100%. 100%. Um, because brothers like me and Thomas, I know Thomas, he prefers black women. And in the UK, right, we're facing a pandemic of the mindset changes amongst our sisters. And it's very sad to see you got educated sisters who are lawyers going for the local drug dealer. It's how can you be from a middle class family and you don't date brothers who are like you, who are educated like you? You want the rapper, the weed smoking pothead, just no
Yeah.
ambition. Eh, What do you think caused that, Sarah? Because I know it happens in America too.
Entertainment, the entertainment. Everybody wants to be in a music video.
But do you see white women doing that or Asian women doing that with their group of people? 'Cause
Um,
I don't see Asian women doing that.
right. Well, it depends. Some of them get into rapping themselves. Like nowadays, it's so easy for a young girl to go viral just off her lyrics and looks, and um, a lot of females are doing that of all ethnicity. Um, so it's just, and even on TikTok, like the influencers on there are all of all ethnicities. So it's just it's spiritual. It's spiritual. It's definitely spiritual. it's a spirit. It's called the Jezebel spirit, and it's
Jeez,
in a lot
yes.
of, yeah, it's in a lot of women, and it makes them act the way they act.
And then you have like the 80-20 rule where the majority of women are going for the top 20% of guys. And do you know
Hmm.
that can cause a lot of problems in the future? Because if you're saying the majority of women go for the high value guys, what about the average guys? And that's going to cause a
Right.
lot of pent up frustration because not every guy can get their passport or travel. Unfortunately, they have to deal with women in their community. And if the women in their community who are average don't even date average men and only go for the high value men, there's going to be a lot of frustrated men, and that'll be a bad thing for society, right?
It is. There's definitely suicide amongst men as well. Um, you know, I was talking to a friend who he was telling me how his cousin was with a Somalian woman, and she cheated on him, and that's another thing that's very high in women because they're promiscuous, and there there's this obsession with cheating back and doing it in a very crazy way, toxic way. um or like if the guy find out like doing something toxic, there's also, I see a rise in that, women just getting more and more vicious, definitely. um but I just feel like all of these type of very petty um emotions that women are acting on is coming from a very shallow place, like almost like they don't have a soul. And the only way you can get that back is if you work on yourself.
Definitely, but that's not going to happen because they've been taught that women are not wrong, women are always right. It's the patriarchy, all that stuff that's happening. It's
Mhm.
crazy the way society is removing any responsibility for Western women, and that's why you have entitled women, you know, doing nonsense. But Thomas has a question for you. Go on, Thomas.
Okay.
So, hi. I just have one question. In terms of women and their spirituality, do you think that it all has to do with how can I say this in a PG way? Um, do you think it's something to do with the dark triad?
What?
The what?
So let me explain. So the dark triad is this spiritual and psychological personality. It's normally negative, so it's comprised of three traits. One is psychopathy, narcissism, and Machiavellianism. I believe modern women, some of them, fit into these aspects. Do you agree with that? Sorry, I forgot the female caller's name. Sasha, do you believe that some modern women in the West um exhibit the dark triad personality?
Good
Yeah,
question.
definitely. Those that you mentioned, yes, definitely.
Okay. Thanks for that question, Thomas, and thanks for answering. So I'll come back to you guys later on. Okay. Let
No
me
problem.
um let me bring in Gold Samurai. How you doing, bro? You okay?
Yeah, how you doing? What's up, bro?
Hey, not too bad, bro. It's just another weekend live stream for you guys to, keep encouraging you guys to get your passport and seek a way to get out of the country you live in or just have frequent travels to a country that has feminine women. It's gonna get a lot more worse, bro. The attacks against Kevin Samuels, women in the West getting even more worse. There's gonna be a lot of attacks towards passport brothers, so get ready for that because I'm tired of it, man. I'm really tired. But what you got for us, bro?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, I know a lot of Pookie and Ray Rays. I used to be a Pookie man, but I got out of that lifestyle. But yeah, man, I'm saying, man, you gotta have your pants hanging down. You gotta have a Glock 19 on you. You
Damn.
gotta be serving. You gotta. I'm keep it PG though, but you gotta be serving and doing this and that and scamming. And the women are more attracted to you. But I seen a lot of guys come up to a woman, they got a 9 to 5, and they trying to do the right thing, and the women brush them off. It like, nah, you gotta have a big house, you gotta have a Lamborghini and all this and that. I'm like, hold on, I seen that back, way back in the day. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's crazy, it's getting bad out here, man. So yeah, I agree with you, man. By getting a passport and traveling, man, because you gonna have a peace of mind. I'd rather take anything over peace, man. And I always go where the women are checking for you more, and they work. They treat you better. You know what I mean?
100%. Thanks for that, Gold Samurai. And do you have anything else for us to say, bro? Or
Yeah. I got one more thing to say, man. But I'm not trying to go too far, bro. But ever since the feminism, the government, and all the other stuff they got into it, bro, man, they have really done a good job, man. Whatever they try to accomplish, man, they have done it, and we gotta toughen up, man. We gotta. We gotta look at it like this, man, because other countries like Ukraine, they look at us as simps. I mean, I don't want to say that, but they look at us as weak man. So we gotta toughen up, like you said. We gotta grab our masculinity back, because we can't go out like this, man, because it's just bad.
yeah, 100% Gold Samurai. I'm saying that the war has been lost in the West. In my opinion, I feel like there's they are purposely pushing out feminism. They're purposely pushing out rappers like Cardi B and Megan to influence the mindset of women, TikTok and all that stuff. So it's lost in the West. But as brothers who travel frequently, we cannot allow that to happen to the countries that we live, that we go to travel to, and the foreign women that we meet. Because if that happens, it's over. It's over. You might as well tear up your passport and burn it in a fire if foreign women start acting up towards you, start becoming more American towards you. So this is our last shot. We cannot allow American culture to poison the minds of foreign women. No joke. I'm not even kidding anymore. We have a responsibility to be masculine, to watch what our foreign girlfriends do, because we cannot allow this to poison their minds. I will lose my mind. I can't allow it. I'm sure a lot of brothers cannot allow it. A lot of brothers are literally in their DMs saying, "My bro, I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired." It's crazy out here, Cold Samurai. So you're definitely right about that, bro. Definitely right. But thanks for that, Gold. Put yourself on mute. I'll come back to you later on. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Opportunity. How you doing, bro? You okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad, bro. I was actually worried for your safety. How's it going in Israel? You okay? You keeping safe?
Yeah, we're keeping safe. I'm in Tel Aviv, so we're basically in better position than everybody else. It's all good. People was partying on the beach the other day.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, how are the brothers being treated there by the whole war happening? Are you guys safe, or are you being targeted, or you okay?
Nah, that's their drama. So I stay out of it. It ain't none of my drama.
Awesome, awesome, bro. Happy to hear you're safe. So, what do you have for us? Anything you want to speak about in this live stream, bro?
Well, I want to make sure I'm on topic. I know you kind of had KS up there with, of course, DJ Envy in the comments he was making.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I definitely want to just brush on that real quick, and then I want to move to a point about what the previous brother was saying.
Okay.
But one of the important things, bro, is I like Kevin Samuels so much, KS, the Godfather, just because of his philosophy. He doesn't engage in beef and combat. He doesn't
Yeah.
even, most of the time, all these people talking this about him, he doesn't engage. And I think if you look in our history too, if you look at Booker T. Washington, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, they were all engaged in the same petty back and forth constantly, beefing with each other, like constantly, just because they believed different in a philosophy, or they had a different approach or decorum or their tone, whatever the case may have been. And I think if we could study our history, we can understand that needs to be swept aside. So people like that, I love his approach because he doesn't engage in it. he continues on his mission and his purpose, and I support that. So I would say any brother who's sitting on the sideline, whatever side you fall on, just look back and see that we continuous black men specifically don't get along. We constantly back and forth. Like one of us have built Wakanda, none of us have. So stop the nonsense, cut the
Yeah.
crap, and start to learn how to, of course, apply diplomacy, compromise. Very, 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 what's it called? If you ever watched the Security Council, Foreign Relations Committee conference, all those different types of, stages where they have intellectual think tanks, etc. Even when people talk on there and people don't agree, they keep moving. They don't go back and forth on the same subject 20 times because they agree 90% and they don't agree with the 10%. So you spend the whole conversation talking about the 10%? That's stupid. So once again, we look back in history and we see the same mistakes from Booker T. Washington, W.E. Du Bois, and all of them, arguing back and forth and going in on each other when all of them didn't have the answers to everything. They all actually needed a little bit of everything that each of them was saying. But I'll move into the point where we were talking about, what the previous brother was talking about, and what you said also, the West is gone. And that's for sure, for sure. So any brother who's trying to, that might tell you, from my opinion and my observation, is there's no forging, there's no recovering, there's no gaining back the helms or anything. This has been under the making for a long time. And I said to one of my friends, you know how, of course, when women say, who hurt you, right? You know how people say that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you say something, they're like, who hurt you? Passport, international passport, who hurt you, right? Let's say that is right. Let's concede that you were hurt by a woman when you were 16, right? And you've been salty ever since, and you're 30-year-old man, right? So, okay, I'll concede to that. Now, women across the board, for a large part, believe that since the beginning of time, forever and ever, men have been oppressing women forever. So even if you, as international passport says, man, women have been terrible to me since I was 17, your counterpart believes men have been terrible to women since the beginning of time. Since they ever been on the planet, they have forever and ever been dominated.
And that's false.
So you see what I'm saying? Exactly. It's big time false. But what I'm just saying is, you see that type of energy that they have. They believe that forever and ever men have dominated. And there's a great individual named Warren Farrell, and he was a big feminist. Actually, he was, for the longest, he was a part of the movement. And he kind of still is in some way, but he was talking about, of course, us men and males, about our powerlessness. And of course, women like to display their powerlessness in so many ways. Oh, we weren't able to work. We weren't able to, we stayed at house and then at the home. But if you remember, in the Industrial Revolution, most men worked in oil mines, refineries, steel mills, factories, the terrible jobs that you don't want to work. And they were dying at large amounts of numbers engaging in work. Because why? We were the breadwinners. We raised money, and women raised kids. And for us, we didn't have no function to move outside of that role. That's all we were destined to do. Forever and ever, men have been put in a position of disposable. Our life is always on sacrifice for whatever cause, whether it be the nation, whether it be your household, whether it be an incident on the street from another woman from a community. Your life is disposable at all times. Even in Israel, right, what this is going on. The primary thing is women and children are dying. Forget the men that are dying at large amounts.
Yeah.
It is always women and children. So powerlessness has always been displayed by males mostly, because we have always been the one forced to give up our lives. Even when nations dominated other nations, they killed off all the men and preserved the life of the women. So life has always been preserved from females and out of survivability, and males have always been disposable. So now that we move into the fourth industrial revolution, with jobs being an AC, air conditioned, you see what I'm saying? All these nice lofty jobs. Now it's like, well, we want to make money too. Okay, cool, no problem. But what happens is, when we were doing it, we had no choice but to work in the steel mills. We had no choice but to work on the construction site and die on a daily basis. One of the most dangerous jobs. We built the roads. We built the highways. And so, in order for men to figure out what will they do, what's the solution, is to abandon the conceptual West. It's not only the West as in demographics, or excuse me, geography, but it's the conceptional West and go into nations which still have a reverence and a support for males because it's still a necessity and not a survival. And they appreciate what the counterpart does. And then, of course, we create our own content and our own media, of course, supporting and respecting men. Because across the board in developed countries, quote unquote, consumption of West, boys are underperforming at large amounts of numbers because they have no purpose. They feel like they're not wanted. They're toxic masculinity. They're toxic by nature, by virtue. And unless they support the matriarch, then they're failures. And the end off on this, as William Farrell was saying, patriarch was simple. Patriarch was this, that when inheritance for title and deed was passed through a male lineage, that is it. It is not oppressing the nations and men getting together in a football huddle and coming together and deciding a plan and plot. That is not real. That is false. That is a fabrication. There's the pros and cons for being a woman. There's pros and cons to being a man. But women are taking everything off the table. I don't hate on them for doing it. If I was them, I set up life in the odds of my own favor too. So they're being dictators.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that, bro. Very, very powerful comment there. You're a very intelligent brother. Opportunity. Thank you for that, bro. Let me go on. Let me just clarify what this CV low is saying. N-word, ha ha ha. What do you mean by that? CV low? Are you a troll? Because I'm going to block you permanently. What do you mean N-word? Ha ha ha. Are you referring to us as N-words? Well, guess what? You are a fucking piece of shit. I don't normally swear, but in this case, you are a fucking piece of shit. Don't come on my channel calling us N-words. And for that, you're blocked permanently. You fucking clown. All right, guys. Call in if you want to state your opinion about anything before I seek to end the call in 10-20 minutes. Please call in right now, and I will add you to the stream. Call in, okay? Let me go back to Joel. Are you still there, bro? Joel. Nope. Let me bring in Young E. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. What the flip? Oh, go on, Joe. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear
me? Yeah, Jeb. Anything else on your mind?
No, the last guy was 100% right. I think they take for granted, men's value and what we contribute to society, the economy, and we can't be mad at the women for doing it the way they're doing it, but just a lot of toxic traits from the matriarchy, society, and kind of how they view men, and a lot of boys in the West.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing to be angry about because the current men living today had no say in what happened in the past, particularly brothers. In fact, brothers should be getting the least heat from all this patriarchy nonsense because we did nothing in America. We know the history of America, so there's no way brothers or black men were behind oppressing women in America. That's simply impossible. But then again, they want to group all men, into the same thing, which is why I'm done with the West. It's happening here in the UK. The attack on men, blah, blah, blah. Men are trash. Well, if men are trash, guess what? The laptop you're using was created by a man, was also invented by a man. The car you drive, the Tesla you love so much that you tweet about, that was created by a man. The TV you're watching, also created by a man. The MacBook that you love so much that you take pictures of, that you buy every 2 years when a new MacBook comes out, that was also invented by a man. The iPhone 2, the sneakers you wear, or trainers for UK people, Adidas, Nike, also invented by men. and you love it so much. So if men are trash, if you hate men so much, please stop using men created products. That's all I ask. But that will never happen. Go on, Joe. What do you want to say?
So, do you think the economy or how much access to wealth that women have changes their view of men and relationships?
Definitely, definitely. It appears that the more richer a woman gets, the more it changes her. She loses her femininity. She starts believing that she's a man now, all that nonsense, and she stops being humble. So that's yeah, definitely. What do you think about that, Joe?
I mean, I agree, but in terms of the future, like what's going to happen with crypto and all these people who are making money online, and let's say 5 years from now, where these countries that we're traveling to are good, but what's going to happen down the line when things change?
Yeah, that's a big worry myself. That's what I worry about every single day. Actually, you know, how's it gonna be like in 10 years' time? And which is why I'm saying that starting from now, we need to make our mark in these foreign countries because guess what? The feminism movement has been around for quite a long time, but Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Belarus, it's not really a thing there, bro. And let me tell you this: Russians are on social media heavily. They're all on Facebook. They're all on Instagram. So they're saying what American women do, but Russian women are still feminine. They're still the same. Do you know why? Because the men are doing a great job. They're not allowing any any type of feminism happening in Russia, Ukraine too. So it's down to men to tell these women that if you want to be a feminist, cool, but you ain't getting nothing from me. You ain't getting no dates. I'm not supporting you, nothing like that. It's as simple as that, to be honest. It's men's responsibility to keep the family and keep your relationships in order. So, yeah, maybe in 5 years' time, it could get worse. But if you keep your relationship in order, if you tell your foreign girlfriend that if you try to emulate any American woman, this relationship is over. Do not accept bad behavior. Carry on, Joe.
Yeah. What about Kevin Table's views on broke men or men who don't have their money right?
I always tell brothers, invest in stocks and invest in crypto and go into industries that will make you good money. You know, don't try and be a stupid rapper. Don't try and be an athlete because to be an athlete, you have to be exceptionally good. You've got to be one of the best in your country. So that's very rare. Go into industries such as finance. The brother Thomas is a software engineer, you know, things like that brothers should be going into and constantly invest in stocks and crypto. Have a business. It's very simple, you know. You need to bide your time properly. Don't be distracted by social media. Use your free time to gain knowledge. It's very simple, you know. Do not waste time. Today, when I jump off this live stream, go to bed, wake up, read about crypto. Carry on, Joe.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome, thanks. Good questions, though. Let me move on to Thomas. What's on your mind, bro?
You can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. You mentioned all these
Yeah, there's some background happening
no
on
no no
your.
no, it's all good, it's all good. You
Carry on,
mentioned
bro.
you mentioned all these European countries, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus. They're good because the women there, they from history. I say this: history is the biggest predictor to the future, the past reflects on the present. The present will predict the future. The women there know their roles, and they keep their femininity because the men are the ones who build the societies within those countries. I believe that the West in 10 years' time is going to get worse because there are many other factors that need to be resolved. And it's funny because it's a double standard when it comes to feminists and women who just are not conservative, so they're liberal women, is that they always say men are the enemy. But when it comes to, let's say, protection, when making the hard decisions, they're not the ones who are first in and lost out. It's us men who do that. And when it comes to telling the truth, it's like a newsflash to them. George Orwell said it best in his book 1984. In Universal Deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act, and that is a statement in today's social and political climate. It's telling the truth is just so revealing to some people. It's like they've been burying their heads in sand. And for the women out there, when you do tell the truth, you get vilified, you get cancelled on social media. Kevin Samuels, he's a good man. He's in the process of doing of that happening to him, and thank God that hasn't happened to him because he is an avatar for us brothers achieving success. And what what modern women need to understand is that when us men get our foreign women, they have two choices. One, pick up, learn from these foreign women, and become women again. Because I believe modern women, they don't know how to be women anymore. It's like this: the feminist movement, the whole social media thing. I believe social media is the bane of all of our existence because decade back in early noughties, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, we never had these issues.
Yeah.
We sure had our problems. Yes, we all agree we had our problems, but times were simpler back then. Conservatism was strong. Human interaction was key. That allowed us to bond. That allowed us to have compelling relationships, meaningful relationships. Family was strong. Everything was strong. But social media has destroyed all of that. The feminist movement, other things like the Me Too movement, it's like their war on men is that strong. They have this strong hatred for men and brothers who are very feminine. They're the simps. They just accept it. I'm going to give you another example. Sean Connery, the first James Bond. I know you guys. I changed my avatar because I believe 007 is a man of culture, and I know the guy's fictional and all that. Yeah, but Sean Connery, he said it himself. Like women, really, they're good at this because they really want to have the last word. And when you give them we give them the last word, it's still not enough for them. It's still not enough for them. He said that, we didn't want to walk away. They still follow you. They still antagonize you. But he said
Yeah.
that the best thing to do is just be a man and be a man and make sure that you inform her that you are a man and she can't change that.
Definitely, 100% facts. Rest in peace to Sean Connery. He spoke a lot of facts It's
Exactly.
facts. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. But thanks for that, Thomas. Anyone calling right now? I want to get some new callers in the panel. So you want to call in right now? Ask me any questions. Ask anyone in the panel any questions. Call in right now. I'm going to end the stream in 10-20 minutes. So I suggest you call in right now. It's a bit late over here in the UK. Young E, what's on your mind, bro? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. My thing is, I want to ask all the men on this panel. Actually, I may as well ask the girl as well. Sorry, I didn't catch her name. But how do you guys feel about this online dating? Like, whatever. How y'all feel about that? Like Tinder and stuff.
Can I say
Okay.
something? I
Yeah,
went.
go on, Thomas. Yeah.
So this online dating fiasco. Um, I think I think it's just a scheme. It's a negative scheme.
Okay.
Um, because you have Tinder. You have what's this other one? The Fishes app. I don't use that. It's just um you have all these dating online dating. It's not good because it reduces real human interactions. I believe if you're gonna date a woman, you or a man, you go to a social event or the library or something that or a domain where there's gonna be a lot of people, and just to have a lot of socialization. And OnlyFans, in my opinion, is just a negative business because it promotes the desecration of women, and you have all these simps paying for pictures and videos. It's out of order. Tinder, out of order. Online dating, in my opinion, I don't bother in that anymore because really it really destroys the concept of dating and socialization.
Wow. Yeah. That's no interesting viewpoint. Actually, I use that quite often when I go abroad. But I agree with you, Thomas. Especially in the West, I feel like you see a lot of women who put their IG pages on the profile. I'm thinking, what are you doing? It's always about attention with Western women. I'm not saying all, but I think it's just a bit ridiculous now. Why am I seeing your IG your IG tag on your profile? Follow me on IG. I don't use this app anymore. If you don't use the app, then get off the app. It's always about attention. It's always about wanting to get an army of simps, and I'm just tired of it. To be honest, I'm really tired of it, brothers. It's just so frustrating, and this channel is an outlet not only for me but also for you guys as well, because if you're a serious guy like me, right, you have your affairs in order, and you're seeing that happen around you, you're gonna be like, what's going on, man? It's so frustrating. So to answer Youngi's question, I have mixed feelings about it. In the West, don't use it that much. If I do use it, it's to find foreign women on there, because you can tell if she's not from the UK by her location. If she says she's from, let's say, Japan, but she lives in somewhere in central London, then I'll meet up with her. But if I see UK, London, I just skip over a profile. Would you want to see opportunity?
Oh yeah, I wanted to kind of answer this question and say this too. That yeah, definitely. I would also say, you know, we come from a time where somebody might have had a two-parent household and they might have had their mom and dad, or they might have not. And they also came from a time where I did the show where it was like, I'll be around, hopping and skipping. You know that song, where it was like, anything you want, I'm going to be around. I'll be here 24/7. And then I even did Spice Girls where they were like, I want this, I want this, I want that. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends and all this other stuff. We were raised in this type of era. So what we're saying and what we're thinking as men, women have transformed themselves and their roles and their positions in societies. They can do basically anything they want. Most of the time, it's just wanting to assume the power. But us men, we haven't been able to reconstruct what we're going to go through for it and what we're going to create. And even when you look at the power that women have built for themselves, who gave them that support?
Men.
Mostly men were not saying like, wait, hold on. Most men weren't like, yeah, egging it on the whole process. Now we are. But what I'm saying from the beginnings, you ever seen women in a circle together? They amp each other up. It don't matter if one looks busted down. It doesn't matter if she's 800 pounds. They're like, yo, you slamming. You're the best ever since sliced bread. They always constantly empower each other and uplift each other up. Even if it's not real. You're a boss, babe. You got your stuff together. You're intelligent. You're smart. Whatever they keep telling each other that. The sisterhood is very powerful. Now, when we come to our brotherhood, we don't have one. We probably talk about sports together. We probably drink together. We probably laugh here and there together. But women, when they have their bond with their female counterparts, they really build a bond, right? They really support each other. And I would say ours is going to be better once we build up our brotherhood. Why? Because we actually hold each other accountable. So there can actually be progress in development. I would say that the time had passed of you finding a nice, comfy wife to be a nice little good girl and be in the house. You're going to have to get rid of that idea in your head. You're going to have to focus on what does it look like going into the future? How am I going to evolve? How am I going to adapt and then be able to thrive, not just survive? So this is what we're going to have to actually put our mind towards going into the future. And as you go to Black American women specifically, yeah, they traded on us a long time ago. They got hopped on the feminist train and they're gone. You know, Fred Hampton, he's dead. Angela Davis is crying about she didn't have enough power in the Black Panther Party. She's writing books. All the males are dead and all the women are still living. No, for real. All the women are still living from those times. All the males were assassinated, thrown in jail, and they just keep it pushing and writing feminist book in the future.
Crazy.
That's your dedication, self-preservation. As
Mm.
I said to my friend, and I'll end out on this point, when the alpha male, a lion, enters another domain and fights another alpha male, and he kills him, he not only kills the alpha lion and his cubs, but then his wife, his lioness, busts it wide open for the new alpha male. Self-preservation. Your lioness is busting it wide open for the next alpha, whether it be a female or another alpha male. So there is no loyalty. It is just survivability.
Thanks for that opportunity. Another great statement. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I feel like you mentioned how men don't help each other, help other men. I feel like that's changing. I see a lot of men encouraging other men to buy stocks and crypto. I'm one of them. I'm encouraging brothers to focus on stocks and crypto, stay in your purpose, go into industries that will make you a lot of money. I don't want to see brothers working bad jobs or going into industries such as arts and all that nonsense. You know, go into industries, law, medicine, finance that will get you a lot of money, business as well, and stay away from hip hop and sports culture. Just focus on getting that right. But thank you, bro. Let me move on. Let me ask Sarah what she thinks about online dating. Go on, Sarah.
Hi. So online dating, I don't really know. I don't really trust it too much. As far as like certain apps. Um, I don't really trust it because I went on it and it's nothing but guys who are looking to hook up, that's for sure. Um, and you know, a lot of people, men and women, they make it clear of the things that they want. Um, I would say definitely stay away from those type of apps unless that's what you're looking for. But by all means, that's your business. But what I found to be interesting is Kevin Samuel groups um, on Facebook, and I go there for research purposes. Um, so I found that to be interesting, and there's intelligent people level-headed minded people, and then there's a lot of crazy people, but you get the good and the bad.
I have a question for you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Before I do so, guys, if you're new to the stream, please hit the like button. Your support on this channel is much needed. We need to push out these videos to brothers who need this intel. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment, share, follow me on my social media pages, Twitter, IG, and Facebook. So I've got a question for you, Sarah. So
Yeah.
if you were on, let's say you were on Hinge, right? How would you want to be, spoken to? Because we find that women, even though they may want to just smash or whatever, they don't like being told that from the get-go. And men we don't like wasting a lot of time. Like, what do you want from this? Like, let's get over with. All that small talk first, I find that it works. So if you ask her, how was your day? Or you ask her, I went to this country last year, how was it for you? All that small talk first, then you start being more direct. But it's just a waste of time. So how would you like to be spoken to on social media, on dating apps?
Just as long as it's not trying too hard, getting too explicit, as long as we're grown-ups, we're not all young people, we're grown-ups. So as long as you're respectful, I don't like somebody getting explicit with me. But I have a nice body, so, and I worked really hard on it. So if you compliment me, I'm gonna take it, like I'm not, but I'm like a different kind of chick. Like I kind of think like a very logically. So I kind of also like to just get it out the way, and why beat around the bush. So but I know that most women don't think like that, because I've seen their comments, and they definitely try to be, they want you to warm them up to it, I guess.
So
But
in what way? So how do we warm them up to it? Is it like small talk first, like tell us more about yourself, then we can start
yeah,
being more direct and be like, what do you want? Because let's be real here, right?
yes,
Women have the same urges as men. We can't keep denying it. We both want the same thing.
yep.
So how do we just cut to the chase? Because all this, pretending, it can get a bit frustrating. And I
Oh
find that
yeah, no, don't
if I'm
pretend.
straight, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm straight to the point, it doesn't go anywhere. But if I ease up to it, it goes somewhere. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, we both want the same thing. Why are we doing all this small talk? What's your thoughts
Right.
about that, Sarah?
Yeah, it doesn't really have to be a dragged on small talk, like, you know, we're like, if you're saying you're single on your profile, like, you know, why would you not want to be approached and be direct with it, So definitely don't change, or try to limit you know yourself to, like, just small talk. Just be yourself, I say, honestly. I rather just somebody be themselves instead of pretending to be something. Just to,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I disagree with you that I find that if you sell them a dream, you know,
Hmm.
you're more likely to, do your thing with the Western women only. But when it comes to foreign women, you just tell them that I'm here to find someone, take her on a date, let's go for coffee. She's very receptive. But with Western women, you've got to do a whole load of, walking through fire.
Yeah.
You got you got to do some crazy stuff just to get her to meet up with you. I'm thinking, what's the
Hmm.
point? And and it's the reason why we're just tired of it. It's the
Yeah.
entitlement. You're on
It's a little bit, I'm sorry, it's a little bit
carry on,
part
yeah.
of submissiveness too.
Submissiveness.
Yeah. Because that's a very clear indication to tell if she's gonna submit or not.
Mm. Good point. Good point. Hey, brothers, this is good game for you, brothers. I hope you're listening to this clear and loudly. But thank you for that, Sarah. Put yourself on mute. Let me go on to the great pre-order. How you doing, bro? You okay?
Hey, IP, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Hey, man,
Hey,
how you doing? I know it's late.
yeah, how you doing, bro? You okay? Hey, you
I'm
got me
okay.
on. You got me on background.
Oh, I'm sorry, just a minute.
Put me on mute. Ah, guys, I'm tired of it, man. I'm just tired of the games they play in the West. Tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it, brothers. I just can't take it anymore. You know, you gotta. It's like a constant loop. Do this, do that, do this. We're both single. Why are you acting up? It's crazy. You know, this is why I have my passport, man. This is why I have my passport. I'm not dealing with this anymore. The great pre-order, is it working now? Are you back?
No, I think I still have you on background. I'm trying to figure out how to.
If you put me on mute on YouTube,
Okay,
then it should be working.
okay.
So you probably have the StreamYard application open.
Right.
Then you have me on YouTube. Can you put me on mute on YouTube?
Let me
All
check.
right. When you fix that, let me know, yeah?
Okay, thanks.
Jack the janitor, how you doing, bro? You okay?
Yeah. How you guys doing? Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Saturday, you mean? But happy Friday to you too, bro. You okay?
What? Oh yeah. You're in the future. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, same old, same old. Just speaking about the live stream topic and anything that's on your mind. What's on your mind, Jack?
I hear you guys mentioning a couple of things, and it just got me thinking. Just to remind myself, feminism's really not the problem. It's
Okay.
it's a symptom. That other brother sort of got closer to it. I think it's the brother in Israel. Is
Yeah.
that the guy that was talking a minute ago?
Yeah.
He sort of got much closer to it. The values of women have changed. That's really all it is since the 1890s. If you know what I'm talking about, please don't say it. I don't want to get the live stream shut down. But it's either you know or you don't know. So that's
1890s.
yeah. So something very important started there in
Okay.
waves, and those waves match up with the wars in America. There was a first
Um.
wave, a second wave, and a third wave of it.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
It's not feminism, it's the other thing that they were arguing about. Because
I don't.
if you try and discuss this topic with someone in Japan and you mention feminism, they're not going to understand. They're going to say that's your problem, that it's your women that's doing that. But yet, if you remove the word feminism and describe the attitudes, they'll immediately agree with you and say, yeah, the same things are happening to our country. The women are starting to do the same thing. In the 50 years, it's going to be the same, etc. You know.
Okay.
So,
Can you please message me what that thing is on Twitter? But carry on, bro.
oh yeah, sure. So it's fine. But just sort of recognize that because you don't a buddy of mine fell into the trap. I warned him and he fell into it. I kept trying to explain to him that it's not that, and he was trying to date only women that say that they're against feminism, but then he'd get into a relationship with them, and they're behaving the exact same, right? So they aren't feminists in the namesake, but when you ask them about um, who should who should do the family duties, their answers are the same. Who should work? The answers are the same. Who should do all these cultural things? The answers are all the same. Paying for dates, anything serious, the answers are all the same, although the wording is different, so I say just sort of watch out for that, especially on dating apps. I don't particularly use them. uh, Again, just remember that dating apps are just lines of code. It's just a tool. It's about
Yeah.
the people that are being curated on these platforms. So Tinder, it's very sexual. You get right to it. If you're in the top percent of the guys, it's easy. You'll get cookies for days. I'm in the average category. I got to jump through the same hoops as the rest of you guys. I'm not for it, so I don't bother. I just go to bars. It's a lot simpler, you know.
Yeah, but you're in a country where you have the exotic factor. You're in America right now, right? So when you speak, women have that interest towards you. In the UK, it's not that easy for brothers here, unless they're an American brother, because they're used to us. Brothers aren't really in the top tier of men in the UK. Yeah, you know that's right. So, but if we travel, it'll be a lot more easier, which is why, it's just a complete. Oh, it's so frustrating over here. I'm telling you, bro. We gotta get our passports.
Oh, absolutely.
No ifs, no buts. Carry on,
Ab-
bro.
Absolutely. I don't disagree at all. It's like the moment I left London and I went to Warwick, like in the middle of the country, dating was completely different. Like the women there were completely different. They still had the same nonsensical values, but just the initial gambit was far easier. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, you can at least speak to them and have a nice time. Um, but I'd say, yeah, it's the same sort of thing. You gotta leave. The problems that are happening in London and America, it's happening across the world, but the Western Europe and Anglo-Saxon countries are at the they're the epicenter of it all. It's the absolute worst. I don't envy you. I wouldn't want to be 19. Thank fuck I've gone past that. I would not want to be 19 and trying to pick up
Yeah,
girls in London. Hell no.
yeah.
Uh,
But speak about your experience in Warwick. So you moved down there for a bit. Who was giving you the most play there amongst the races in Warwick?
well, it's almost like 95% white English. It's like literally 11 black people in that place, and like six Indian people, and the two Chinese restaurants. But the two Chinese restaurants are actually owned by the same family. It's just one uncle owns one and another one owns the other. Um, so it was mostly just white English girls. I didn't do the business, but went on quite a lot of dates. They're nice. The situation is different. Like London's the real cancer. You really need to leave London, but that's where the money is, So
Yeah, yeah. I think that my friend was saying that the other day. He's like dating here, dating in London is absolutely crap, but this is where you make the most money. So what can brothers do? Which is why I encouraged him to try and travel to Germany quite often. Try and travel to countries around you that are cheap, that have good women there. Like I know for a fact that Munich, Germany, has a lot of conservative, good value women over there. I told a brother that because London ain't it. No way. I'm sorry, it's over. But carry on, Jack.
yeah, like you are not fixing the problems that are going on in Anglo-Saxon countries. You're not fixing it. Like I said, we're 120, no, what is it now? Over 100 years into this now. This us talking on this live stream is not going to fix it. So all you can do is save yourself. If you're in London, what I started doing when I first landed my first job is every couple months I would wait for a discount on EasyJet or Ryanair and just take a 40 quid flight, return, by the way, to Oslo or Prague or somewhere in Europe. Literally £40 off season return flight. It was actually costing more to take a taxi to the airport than it did to actually take the flight. So once COVID's
Crazy.
over, just do that. I would do that literally every 3 months. I would plan it around the bank holidays. When the bank holiday falls on a Friday and a Monday, and then you just take your own personal holidays a day before, and boom, you've got a 1 week vacation in a random country in Europe.
Yeah, and other countries in Europe are a lot more better than the women in London
Oh,
for UK brothers by far. Speak louder, Jack. I can't hear you.
oh, absolutely. Like what? Like seriously. Like I'm coming back to London just to talk to some coworkers and do some stuff. I have no intention of even looking at a London woman. They don't exist for me, and it sucks because we are culturally similar, especially if you're from the same African background as me, and she was born in the UK. We've got a lot of things in common, but why would I want to deal with this? Why would I want to deal with a woman that I have to explain to her and beat in her head for a year that, yo, you're going to sit at home, raise these kids. By the time the kid's 3 years old, I expect you to be, you know, doing 20 minutes of reading exercise with the kids so that they can read and write by 3 or 4 years old. I expect you to
Yeah,
be cooking and cleaning. I don't have time to explain that. It's either she gets it or she doesn't. So London women are not on my radar. It sucks. Uh, I do have an ego. I would like my kid to look like me. Um, but it is what it is. My happiness is worth more than my ego. So
yeah. I'm not too sure about this pro-black stuff in London as well. I've got to go to Africa, South America to find a black woman there if needed. Because to be honest with you, I'm not even that hung up on race anymore. I used to be a super pro-black dude, black woman only, black UK woman. Nah, man. When your eyes awaken, it's not. It's more than race. It transcends race. What's happening across all women. So I just thought, what's the point? What's the point?
yeah, I
Just
mean,
what?
it's
Yeah,
why
go on.
it's why I say a minute ago, either you understand what I'm trying to get at with the whole 1890s thing, or you don't. The same problems that we're complaining about. If you decide to have children in the middle of Japan, your children are going to be facing those same problems. Your son is going to come and talk to you and say, "Hey, his girlfriend, she's being like this and that," and it's gonna be the exact same descriptions that we're describing of our women. It's a global thing happening, and it's filtering across the world. Where it ends, I don't freaking know. I used to be caught up in the whole pro-black thing. Um, in fact, I took it to some next level where I would only date women from my country. If you weren't from my country, you just weren't getting play. But at some point when I got a job, I was like, it's kind of getting hard. I probably should open up my horizons. And since then, I've changed. I don't particularly care.
Yeah, there's just no point. Are you Jamaican?
Yeah,
Yeah, even I'm just tired of it, to be honest, man. Yeah. When you put it in perspective as to what's happening in the UK, it's done for. But thank you, Jack. I'll come back to you later on. But thank you for your feedback. Let me go on to Measures Up. You've been very patient, bro. How you doing, Measures Up? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Awesome, bro. How have you found the live stream today? Very good.
Brother, yes. I was first off, excuse me, I wasn't expecting to be called on. But I just really want to thank you, IP. I just been recently listening to you the last like 3 weeks. I set my first trip up for Vancouver, Canada. I'm a
Yes.
I'm a 36-year-old brother here in Northern California, and your talking points, the message you're sending to us, brother. I just wanted to give you praise. I'm not trying to hold you up, but brother, you're getting trolls, but it's because you're making change. So keep doing what you do, brother. That's all I wanted to say.
Hey, thank you, bro. When I first started this channel, the reason why I made this channel was for brothers like you. I got tired of what I was dealing with in the UK. I traveled. I found that my experience was a lot more better, and I just thought to myself, are any other brothers experiencing the same thing as me? Are they going through harsh times with the woman in their country in terms of their attitude, how they treat them? And I thought, let me make this channel to reach out brothers like you, to give you guys intel. And I'm happy that there's a movement for this. It's not just my channel, but other channels that are pushing out the passport movement. I just hope that I really hope that everyone rejects American culture. I hope that when every brother here gets their foreign girlfriend, that they, yo, Prince Sade Shadia, do not say the N word here in any shape or form. What is going on here? Nerdy N word. Dude, I'm putting you on timeout. Brothers, thank you for talking about this topic because all my life, black women called me nerdy. Hey, bro, I'm putting you on timeout. I'm sorry. No N word here. And you said the ER as well. Come on, dude. Let me carry on. Yeah, I know it's frustrating, Measure Up. I know it's very frustrating. I know it's frustrating, but I'm happy you have your passport. You're traveling to Vancouver, Canada. You will have a great time. And if you can travel to Montreal, Canada too, during your trip, you also have a great time. But please don't accept bad behavior from any type of woman, because that's the reason why we have to travel. Because throughout the years, men have allowed the bad behavior. I'm not even kidding. I remember growing up many years ago and seeing how women would speak to their boyfriends, and the boyfriends would just sit down there and think it's cute. It ain't so cute no more now, is it? It ain't cute no more. You know, you didn't think about your son who is dealing with horrible women in his country. Always think ahead, because, you know, in 20 years' time, I want the next generation of people to not be experiencing the same problems that we are right now. I want them to also experience foreign women. Anything else measures up? What else is on your mind? You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bye-bye. No, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, like you mentioned, I'll just kind of end it with this though. But like you mentioned, how there's others that are pushing this message and how they're making a change. And I've heard some of the others, like TMS, and
Hold
some
up.
of the others out there.
Don't mention any other channels, but I'm just saying in
I
general, there's a movement going on. Yeah, but carry on, bro.
Apologize. But like I said, I just really like your approach. You, I'm gonna say you're about 85% of the reason why I set up my first international trip was because I've been listening to countless hours of intel that you've been providing for us. So I just want to continue. I just hope that you continue. And again, this is Measure Up, and I look forward to continue listening to you and supporting you, and hopefully talking to you again in the future.
Hey, thank you very much, bro. I'm happy you called in. Keep safe, get your passport, travel, invest in stocks, invest in crypto, have your money right, because you want to make sure you are set financially, have good money management, but definitely invest in stocks and crypto. And please watch my cryptocurrency live stream, because brothers need that. You know, it's all true and well that you're traveling, but you need money in this life, so please invest, 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 and invest. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries, bro. Okay, let me bring in Zach Hayes. Hold up, before you speak, Zach. What's up, Charles Jones? You're right, bro? How you doing, bro? Lovely to see you here, bro. That's a brother, Charles Jones. All right, go on, Zach.
Hey, how you doing, man? It's such an honor to be speaking to you. You know, I always anticipate, every Friday and Saturday nights to be expressing my opinions on your channel. So just thank you for, being here, man.
Hey, thank you very much for the kind words, Zach. You've been a good supporter for a minute now. I'm happy that you are getting this intel, you're getting this knowledge that's benefiting your life. So thank you for the kind words, Zach. What's on your mind, Zach?
Well, here's the thing, man. And again, you see, at one point in my life, and I know this is gonna sound a little bit, unorthodox, but at one point in my life, man, I really used to believe that people would be able to see through, like when I would be speaking, people would be able to feel my words. People would be able to feel what I'm trying to express, because communication is a form of expression. But when you're in the Western world and when you see how stuff operates just with communication with women, communication with family, right? It gets to a point where people around you who live in the West, they start to question you because they don't see you with women. And what I'm trying to explain to, it's not that I'm a fan of explaining myself, but what I'm trying to explain to him is this. You know, I'm a guy who doesn't really take pride in wearing all of this expensive stuff to attract people, especially women. There shouldn't be any reason why I need to put on a bunch of designer clothes to attract beautiful women. Like, this is only a prerequisite of how women could approve of you in a Western world. And I'm a guy who's extremely talented in specific areas, right? So if I go to the Eastern world, I shouldn't, like, I know that I don't need to put on a Gucci belt, or I don't need to have a Rolls Royce. I don't need to give people, especially women, game to indirectly manipulate them so I can get what I want. I can just be myself and attract. But when people around you haven't traveled, they haven't gotten their passports, they've never been to Vancouver, they've never been to Croatia, they look at you like you're crazy. And I'm at the point in my life where, you know what? No one's going to understand. No one's going to understand your journey. No one's going to understand your hardship as much as the only person that's going to understand that, feel that, is you. So the only person who you should listen to is yourself, because you're the only person that's going to be able to create the life that you want. And I'm at a point in my life right now, man. Like, I'm really getting soon. I'm really about to just leave America, go to Vancouver permanently, and I just have to do my own thing, man, because I keep on trying to explain to people about the pain that I'm going through, and they're not getting it. But I know what I'm going through, so I just have to just follow my heart and do what's right for myself.
100%, bro. Yeah, do what's right for yourself. Don't let anyone shame you that you can't handle a strong woman. You're weak. You you're not a man because you can't handle a strong woman. Blah blah blah. I've heard that many times in my life, and I told him this. Yeah, you are right. I'm not here to handle a strong woman. What the hell do I look like to you? What are you talking about? I can't handle a strong woman. Yeah, I'm not here to handle a masculine woman. Am I a fool? So don't let anyone shame you about, why you traveling. You're lame for traveling to meet women. Actually, let me go on that even further. I've heard this, right? That you're lame for traveling to meet women. I've heard that so many times. Last week, I had a bunch of trolls, female trolls, telling us we're lames for traveling to meet foreign women. You know, they wanna keep brothers in this matrix where we're just simping for average chicks. They want to keep men, just being nothing, being depressed. And it's crazy. I don't care what you think. If you think I'm a lame for traveling to meet women who are feminine, who are simply better than Western women, you're entitled to your own opinion. But when most men start traveling to meet women and you Western women are all alone by yourselves, who's going to be the lame now? I guarantee you start coming over to us saying sorry, we're so sorry for treating you guys bad, blah blah blah. It's too late. It's too late. Y'all can have the West. I'm advising every brother here, stop dealing with Western women. Like the brothers are saying in the chat, they have the power now in the West. If you do something they don't like, they will try and screw you over, whether it's through the courts, whether it's taking your child away from you, whether it's lying that you abused her and her giving fake injuries to herself so she can sway the jury and the judge. Very common. Stay on your purpose. Like I said, if you are near a country where there are feminine women there, take advantage of it. Start traveling every 2 months. Because like Jack said, you live in cities where you make a lot of money, but the women there are horrible. So what do? You know, you can't live in a city where you get low pay, but the women there are great, but you get very low pay. Anyone would choose a city where you make the most money in, but unfortunately, the women there are horrible. So what do? You start traveling, you start expanding your horizons, start broadening your mind further, because it's over. It's over. Don't let anyone shame you, Zach. If you want to move to Vancouver, move to Vancouver. Because I am just tired. I'm simply tired. So right now I'm on my purpose. Stocks, crypto, financial management, not spending my money on nonsense. Save your money, save your money. Stay on your purpose, hit the gym, get bigger, get stronger, get fitter. Ignore Western women. Just stay on your purpose. You are not alone, Zach. Trust me. Everyone here is rooting for you. We're all supporting you. This is why I have this platform. Carry on, Zach.
Yes, and see, my thing is this, right? I'm at a point in my life, man. Dude, I have so much. People have to recognize it's not that like I was never an arrogant guy. I've always been humble. Not humble, and I'm not walking around saying humble or like I deserve a trophy or anything. Like, no, absolutely not. It's just I know my demeanor, I know how I carry myself, but I saw this very, very beautiful Jamaican woman, working at a restaurant a couple of blocks away from my house. Very, very beautiful, but again,
Hold on, Zach. So Catherine Forbes just said CR. What that means is Costa Rica. She is saying that Costa Rica, they're looking for men like you, bro. They're feminine, they cook, they clean, they have the right mindset. Costa Rica is also a destination for you to travel to, Zach. And Catherine gave me a very good intel last week. I'm speaking to her more about Costa Rica because that right there could be a hotspot for brothers, apart from Colombia and Brazil. So Costa Rica is also a country. But carry on, Zach.
yeah, very beautiful, but how there shouldn't be any reason. And if you can feel the passion in my voice, I'm gonna say it again. There
Speak
shouldn't
louder.
be there shouldn't be any reason why you have a PhD or master's degree and you don't even own a cookbook. There shouldn't be any reason you own a bachelor's, master's, or PhD and you don't own a damn cookbook. This is really ridiculous. And then when when I see beautiful women who I think are feminine, listen, beautiful. I think you're extremely gorgeous. I want to take you seriously. Can you not expose any skin where you're outside? Because I feel as if I understand that you're a grown adult, but if you're taking each other seriously, I feel as if you're making yourself more susceptible towards unnecessary attention because because you have more skin, exposed. She tells me my body, my choice. So here's the thing, all right? Now, and here's the thing with black women. Now, I notice from my
Careful, bro.
personal experience.
Keep it PG.
Okay, I got you. Here's the thing. Now, culturally, right? Uh,
Actually, before you carry on further, Zach, sorry for this, bro. Sarah wants to leave. I have one more question for Sarah. if that's okay. I'll come back
Go,
to you,
go,
Zach.
go,
Okay.
go.
Sarah, before you go, like Zach said, do you feel like why do women feel like taking off their clothes is empowerment? Because do you agree with that wearing as little clothes as possible is empowerment?
Yes, because that
How's
is
that?
the
How do you agree with that? Why?
No, I don't agree with it. No, I don't agree with it at all. I don't listen to Cardi B. I don't really like Meg Thee Stallion music. I don't watch reality shows. I don't follow. I don't even have an Instagram. I've deleted my Instagram for that very reason. Um, and it's basically influence. Us women in America, we get easily influenced, and um, the more you have a weak mind, the more susceptible you are to getting influenced, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Why do you feel like women feel like it empowers them wearing as little clothes as possible? Or what's the explanation for that nonsense? Because I just don't get it.
Um, just because I would say it. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It's an addiction. It's an addiction to attention and validation, and also our generation definitely that grew up with the internet coming and these apps. These apps have like kind of like dopamine addiction. So women are addicted. They have vanity issues, which is something that once I discovered, I deleted my social media, and I can't wait to get off Facebook. That's the only thing that I have now, and just have my channel just to talk like we're doing right now.
When we need more women like you, Sarah. I'm gonna let you go, but please call in the future to my live streams. We need your voices because women listen to other women, and hopefully, when they hear your voice and the truth you speak, they change up their whole mindset. Because men, we're done with it. Well, a lot of us are gonna start ignoring them when it comes to dating. They can have all the attention they want, but we ain't checking for them anymore. We're gonna be traveling to meet foreign women. So let women in America know that if you don't change up, it's going to be foreign women that's replacing you very soon. Let that be known, Sarah. Okay.
Right. I'll definitely share that on my channel. Definitely.
All right. Take it easy. Yeah.
All right. Bye.
All right. All right. See ya. Bye. Okay. Carry on, Zach.
Yes. Now, I've noticed, right?
Your volume's too low. Can you speak a bit louder?
Yes. You hear me? You hear me better, right?
Can you guys hear Zach?
It's not as loud as it was before.
What about
Yeah,
what about now? What about now?
it's still a bit low, bro. What's going on?
Is it better now?
Much better. Yeah. Carry on, Zach.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. I've noticed that Black women who were born in the Caribbean, they're more connected with their, with culture. They were taught they were taught on how to cook, how to be submissive to their man, and have a sense of being connected to like agricultural skills. So women from Haiti, certain women from Jamaica, women from Cuba, they're more just from my experience, they can be more feminine than the American Black women. But I also noticed too in the South, the Black community, especially Black women in the South, can be a bit more feminine, just because there's a lot more land exposed in the South, number one. Number two, the Northeast, specifically New York City, where I live, is a extremely fast place. That's where people from all across the road go to exemplify the American dream. The South is a bit more, like laid back. It isn't as fast paced, and plus, again, like people have, and there isn't a big metropolitan city. I mean, you have Charlotte, North Carolina, but again, it's just way more land. You know, people are exposed to more farm, more land, so you know you need those agricultural skills. And you know, but even at that, it's just feminism is still poisoning and toxic to the subconscious mind. And what people have to understand is this: yes, you can have an amazing night and get a woman and potentially get her pregnant. But what's a lost concept in the Western world is discipline. And if your woman isn't disciplined enough to keep her to keep her skin not exposed when she's outside with you or without you, then how can you trust her subconscious mind to stay intact in the future so she doesn't start trying to, you know, break up you because you're trying to convey to her on the importance of her making you a male, and she's getting defended talking about, oh, I don't have to make you a male because I'm a strong woman. I don't have to clean up, I don't have to clean up the house because you know that's beneath me. How are these skills beneath you? So what I'm saying is, if you go date women or if you go subject yourself to an environment where the subconscious mind hasn't been programmed, because if you're going to have sex with a woman, you're most likely going to have a kid if you eventually keep on doing it over and over. So as a man, why would you potentially want the structure of having a child in the Western world, knowing that if anything goes wrong when you're dealing with a woman in the West, the court 9 times out of 10 is going to be in her favor. That's number one, which means that you aren't going to be able to see your kid every day. And if you do, it's probably going to be once a month. And who knows if she can be trying to enforce, you know, unreasonable expectations in terms of you paying child support. No, you need to be able to have a date 25 times before you have sexual intercourse with that woman, because once you have the kid, that's your legacy, that's your
Yeah,
future. You
yeah,
want to? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it looked like you wanted to speak. Go. I'm sorry, bro.
yeah. Thanks for that, Zach. Let me just touch on Zion Train. I'm from Jamaica, and now they are adopting westernized feminism ideology, especially the women living in the city. It's changing, bro. Trust me. Only Cuban women not affected with feminism. That's crazy. Zion Train, all I can say is brothers need to push back against feminism and bad behavior before it gets too late. So when feminism is becoming a problem here in the UK, men were still allowing bad behavior from women. That's why it's really bad over here in the UK and America. In Jamaica, you guys need to push back, saying we ain't dealing with you. If you want to change up your mindset, we're not dealing with you anymore. You on your own. And I guarantee you it won't be a problem there. Men need to stop accepting bad behavior. It's not cute to be feisty, to be mean, to have attitudes. Stop it. It's not cute. If you see bad behavior, punish it. Thomas, are you still there, bro?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. Last words from each and every member of the panel, starting with Thomas. Before you carry on, Thomas, if you want to call in right now. I'm going to end the stream in 10 to 20 minutes. Do you have any last words, Thomas?
It's like this, man. I believe feminism really has tainted the representation of women, of modern day women, but also men are waking up. We've seen through their lives, and we are literally traveling abroad to find women who are feminine, who are conservative, and who will respect us and understand their roles. And there was one incident that happened in London. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it PG. There was one incident that happened in London, and that caused a lot of mayhem in London. So the UK Parliament it was in the UK Parliament, and one of the members of the House of Lords, it was a baroness. She wanted to create a curfew for men to stay indoors from 6 and onwards and not go on the streets of London. And I'm like, that is completely asinine. That will never happen because it's not even possible. All because one woman got tragically killed by a policeman, and she deemed all men as evil. All this toxic masculinity that you see, this is what's happening now. This supports our movement. When it was just one guy who did this, and to the other countries who are adopting the feminist ideology, just the whole Western ideology, it's a big shame because the Western culture is exploited across the world. And I just fail to see why they can't see through the deception. You see the negativity. Why are you adopting this ideology? But I have to say this. I'm really glad like countries like France, Japan, Germany, all these other good European countries and the South American countries as well. They're really rejecting the Western ideology. And it's good for us brothers as well because that gives us for room for opportunity to travel abroad, find our dream foreign woman. But also we need to invest, expand ourselves as well. And international, I say thanks, man. You've been a really great help on this journey.
Hey, thank you for the kind words, Thomas. Definitely invest. Money is important in this world. Don't let anyone tell you different. Don't let anyone tell you that money is not important. Invest in stocks, invest in cryptocurrency. From 5 years from now, 10 years from now, brothers are going to be millionaires. Be a long-term holder. Don't sell your stocks or your crypto too quickly. I know Ethereum is going crazy right now, but end of the year, apparently Ethereum could be $15. Next year, it could be $25. In 5 years, it could be where Bitcoin is at the moment. So accumulate crypto all the time. Save up. Have good money management. Don't waste your money on nonsense. Don't buy stupid $500 Gucci belts. It's crazy. Save, save, save. Live within your means and put the rest of your money in stocks and crypto. Brothers, please, 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 please. I'm telling you, get your mind right. Do not be an excessive consumer. You want to be an investor. Don't be a consumer, be an owner and be an investor. Use your free time to think, how can I make more money? How can I make more money? What business can I do? Start thinking like that. Start thinking, where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years' time, do you want to be a millionaire? How can I become a millionaire? That's by investing in crypto and stocks. So I can travel to any country I want to. I can buy any property in any country. And if you're tired of America, yeah, I'm tired of America. Therefore, I have the money to live in any other country, to buy any other property in those countries. Start thinking like that, brothers. Because I'm seeing too many brothers wanting to be stupid fashionistas. And you look ridiculous with your skinny jeans and your overpriced designer clothes. It's ridiculous. So please invest, 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 and invest. Thank you, Thomas. Let me bring in the next guy, the Great Pre-Order. What's your last words to Great Pre-Order? How you doing, bro? The
Hey,
great
can you hear
pre-order.
me now?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother. Any
Oh,
last
great.
words?
Hey, I just want to say for being your channel, I'm a huge fan. I been listening to you longer than
Hey,
Kevin Shadman.
hey, we can't hear you, bro. You're a bit muffy. You're muffling your
Oh,
voice.
better or worse?
It's worse now.
Okay. Let me. I'll just sign off. So I'll try to fix it. I'll call you another time.
Okay, all right. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Sorry,
Take it
sorry
easy.
about that.
No worries, bro. Yeah. Shout out to Show Shade of Crypto. Yeah, I think Cardano's gonna be very big. If you've been reading the Elon Musk news, he's moving away from Bitcoin, and he's apparently Cardano could be the coin he wants to use for clean energy. So please load up on Cardano, Ethereum. Hold on, let me go on my portfolio real quick. Let me give you guys some advice. Okay, let's see. So when it comes to crypto, I would advise you guys buy Ethereum, Polkadot, VeChain, Cardano, Chainlink, and Theta token. You know, these are stable coins. I'm not into those meme coins, maybe apart from Doge, and that's it. But I'm not gonna chase meme coins and those pump and dumps. I'm thinking long term, you know, always think long term. Don't be a short term investor unless you're very skilled at it. But those are good long term crypto stocks, no crypto coins. Black Arrow says, can you repeat? Sure. So Ethereum, make a note of that. ADA Cardano, make a note of that. Polkadot, VeChain, Chainlink. Shout out to Soul Creator Crypto, Zelicoa, Theta token, and maybe Dogecoin, because Elon might provide a valid use case for it for his Tesla cars, and that's going to pop off. That could reach $10 in a year if Elon Musk does that. So Shader Crypto, can you please get in touch with me on IG or Twitter? I want to speak to you more about crypto. You seem very knowledgeable about it. Okay, let me go on to Alpha Trader. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, International Passport?
You okay, brother?
Yeah, no, I just want to just speak my piece real quick, if that's cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, so since I've been watching your channel, I did invest I got crypto by watching your channel, so thanks for that.
No problem, bro.
Yeah, but just on the topic, yes, these American women and other women will follow. You know, yes, like was just one thing that is a pet peeve of mine. Even here in America, when you're trying to handle business, sometimes you got to go to the DMV. You might got to call. You might got to just get some documents. You just got to handle business, or you might got to call the bank. Guess who pick us? Guess who pick up the phone? This I'm gonna try to watch my language. This demon of a woman. You know, here it is. You trying to handle some business. You might gotta call the bank for something. You might gotta call the insurance company. She's getting sassy on the phone, and you're just trying to handle business. But yeah, anyway, it just trickled down to even, I got a foreign joint here in America, and she didn't turn all crazy on me. So
Damn. Where was she from?
she's from Guyana.
Damn. You see, this is what
Yeah,
I'm telling brothers, man.
yeah,
When you move your foreign women to America, they're going to change up eventually. You've got to move to their countries, or or you travel there frequently to see your girlfriend there, because moving her to America, it's not going to work. She's going to change up. Feminism will eventually change her mind. Carry on, bro.
yeah, man. She just went went totally left on me. I was like when I met her, she used to, how it go, cook, clean, smile. I don't know what happened. I, she just watch scary movies all day, and I'd be like, yo, this girl's crazy. Like I never seen nothing like this. Like every time I go to her house, she's just watching some scary Dracula, some freaky movie, like just some a freaking horror movie. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this girl, man?
Bro,
And yeah.
you allowed bad behavior. I'm sorry, bro. You should have cut that out from the nip. When you saw her acting up, change up her attitude, you'd be like, whoa, I didn't, I dated you because you were a feminine woman. Now you're not being feminine anymore. And I think we may have to rethink our relationship. Tell her, I'm not going to accept bad attitude. I want you to change back to what you were originally, or else this relationship's over. You need to put the hammer on your relationship, bro. Don't allow bad behavior. You're allowing bad behavior, Alpha Trader. You need to tell her that I don't like the way you've changed over time. I liked you I liked you for what you were when I first met you. Now you're a different person, and I'm starting to rethink our relationship. Don't accept bad behavior, bro. Carry on.
No, like you speaking facts, and I'm gonna have that talk. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. So thanks for that advice. And that's what I've been going through lately. And it's just I'm like, yo. And then when I just try to go handle business here in America, like, sometimes you just gotta handle business. You might gotta call your insurance company. You might gotta just like they are everywhere, and these sassy attitudes. But that's just what I've been going through. But it is what it is.
Yeah, same here as well. When I'm speaking to foreign women on dating apps and we exchange numbers, and she doesn't reply to me within a few hours. Not even I don't even wait a day. If you don't reply to me within a few hours, I'm just gonna unlike you, because I know for a fact that you have your phone on you 24/7. You sleep with it, you wake up with it, you eat with it, you do all sorts of things with it, and you can't reply back to my message quickly. That means you don't respect me. I don't care if you're busy. It only takes minutes to reply back to my message. And when I get that bad behavior from anyone, whether foreign or Western, they get cut off immediately. Immediately. I don't accept bad behavior anymore, whether she's foreign or whether she's from the West. And brothers need to have that mentality as well. Okay, Alpha, so have that talk with your girlfriend. Tell her that you've changed up on me and it's a problem now. I'm not going to accept it. If you don't change back to what you were when I first met you, I'm going to leave the relationship. It's as simple as that. Stamp down on bad behavior, and then this movement of bad behavior from women will not exist. Men are allowing it. You are allowing it, Alpha Trader. It's not cute. It's not sexy. It's not feisty. None of that. It's just horrible. You need to cut out from a relationship and you'll be fine. Okay, bro?
All right, bet. Appreciate the words, bro. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, it is what it is. I got you.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in, bro. All right, let me go on to Gold Samurai. Do you have any last words, bro?
Oh yeah, brother. I want to say shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate everybody's knowledge. And also shout out to the women that contribute to the chat, because I know it's very hard to be feminine nowadays and to agree with us, man. That's hard to find a goal. But yeah, I want to say it ain't just about us, right now. We gotta make sure the women, overseas, continue having the feminine traits and everything. Make sure we do a good job for the next generation, because, what if we don't stay over here in the West, but we move over? You feel me? You want to make sure, we keep the generations going and keep the women feminine, because, we don't want the women to get like the women over, in the Western hemisphere, because if it get like that, then we're gonna be a stink. You know what I mean? We don't want that type of, that type of atmosphere to happen. So we just gotta keep it going, man. And And I seen a couple guys, man. They over there giving the women in the Colombia $2,000, to do their little things and stuff. But we gotta stop that, man. We gotta show that we are men, and that we run a society, that we are the Y chromosome that built this whole society. Because without us, if all us men leave in one day, the whole society would crumble. You know what I mean? So we got to show that we are valuable, and we have a lot of value, and we got to get our respect back. You know what I mean?
100% facts. Thank you for that, Gold Samurai. I appreciate you calling in, and I hope it goes well for you in your travel journeys in the future, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got one more thing too. IP. I want to say, appreciate it, man. And could you put all the crypto that you recommend in the chat, or if it's not too much of a problem? Because I did invest in the crypto you said, but I wanted to make sure I hit the ones that you said that I didn't hit. If that's not too much of a problem.
No problem. Do you want to get in touch with me on IG or Twitter then, or the Facebook group?
Okay, appreciate that, brother, and you have a wonderful night, man.
All right, take it easy, bro. Okay, thank you. If you're watching right now, everyone, if you're new to this stream, can you please subscribe to the channel if you want to listen to more content like this? I'm also on Instagram, so I've just posted my Instagram link on there. Follow me on Instagram, DM me. I will answer any questions regarding stocks, crypto, traveling, and foreign women. So why is this guy why are you posting your email there? People don't even know who you are. You're going on timeout. All right. Okay, awesome. What the you see what's going on with this YouTube stuff? Prince Shadi, remove your email there, because no one knows who you are. You can't just be posting your email there. And what the flip? I can't even put you on timeout because this YouTube interface just messes up sometimes. What's going on now? Remove that comment, Prince Shadi. No one knows who you are. We don't do no scamming over here. Okay, so that's my Instagram over there. I'm also on Twitter. Definitely follow me on Twitter. Send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get back to you. If you want to join my Facebook group as well, my private Facebook group where we speak about intel for other countries, here it is as well. Okay. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Okay, Zach Hayes, do you have any last words, bro?
Just honestly, man, I was wondering if you have any intel, or if anyone in the comments has any information about Seattle, Washington, because I know that's a very liberal city, because I used to live out in Seattle myself. But when I was out there, I was struggling to find conservative women while I was out there. So do you have any information on what or where I can find conservative Asian women by any chance?
So I do have intel in Seattle. So there's a video I did in March. It's let me get it for you very quickly. Give me a second. So the video I did in March, a guy from Seattle called in and gave a lot of good intel. So let me find that for you, brother. Where is it? I believe it was let's talk about Colombian women, stocks, crypto, and 2021 travel plans. That was 2 months ago, so I'll post on the chat. So that will give you intel regarding Seattle woman. Zach. There it is. If it's not that video, then it'll be the ones after it. Second of all, to find conservative Asian women. So maybe Jack the janitor can help you with that. Where can he find a conservative Asian woman, Jack? What countries?
East Asia, That's where you want to go. East Asia, avoid China, especially if you're a brother, but East Asia. So Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Singapore's fine, Malaysia. If you got quite a lot of money, go Singapore. You can get yourself a visa if you're making 10 grand a month or more. But yeah, that's where you want to go. Those places, they haven't succumbed to a lot of the cultural stuff. Not as bad anyway. I'd say 5%. So it's still tolerable.
Are they checking for brothers in Singapore and those countries?
Yeah, except China. Don't bother with China.
Well, have you been to Singapore before? Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay. How were you treated like a brother? Did the woman like you? Were they receptive towards you? And how's it like smashing, meeting women there, all that stuff?
So I don't get it in. I don't sling my sausage around like that.
Yeah.
But I do date quite a bit. While I was there, I went 3 or 4 times a month at a time. It was fine. Again, I'm 6 foot, as black as can be, overweight. I smile a lot and giggle a lot. I don't really have a problem. So again, it just comes down to you. They're still feminine, so it really just comes down to you. Can you break the ice? Are you giving off non-sexual cues that you're not trash, that you actually have something going on other than whatever, don't be an idiot and start talking about politics after 2 minutes.
Okay. So avoid speaking about politics. Just why is that actually, Jack? Why?
Yeah, I mean, just generally as a rule of thumb, you want to avoid the three big topics generally when you meet people. So you don't want to talk about sex, you don't want to talk about religion, and you don't want to talk about politics.
Okay.
Just as a general rule, that tends to get people very emotional, and quite frankly, you're just trying to figure out whether you like this person, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so you can talk about that on a second date, third date, you know.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Jack. So when you were in Singapore, I know it's very diverse there. What Asian women were giving you the most play, the most in Singapore? Was it the Indian Asians, Chinese Asians, the Malaysian Asians, the whatever?
So me personally, just from my experience, I run away from Indians like a plague, because I'm just being blunt, man. A lot of them, they come from the whole casting system, man, and
Yeah.
flip a coin, and if it's heads, then they follow it, and they're gonna treat you like trash. So as a rule of thumb, I stay away from Indians generally. I leave them to their own thing, and I just focus on the mixed race or the Chinese descent ones.
Oh,
But they're
okay.
nice
Mixed
people though.
race.
They're cool. They're cool. But when I say mixed race, I mean like quarter this, quarter that, half this, half that, like because the whole country is a melting pot.
Okay, I see. Okay, so, I mean, like, so you got like half Chinese, then half Malaysian, all that stuff.
Yeah, like you can come across someone who's like a quarter Han Chinese, a quarter Malay, a quarter white European, and then like a quarter indigenous Southeast Asian. That's all possible, and they kind of look as if they're Japanese or something. It's really surreal. Like it's a mixed bag. So if you
Awesome.
ever, when you turn on the TV and you see an Asian person on American TV, chances are they're not actually of Chinese descent. Chances are they're Singaporean.
Awesome. All right, thanks for that, Jack. It's good that they're checking for brothers. So, Zach, is that good intel for you? You still there, Zach?
Oh yeah, man. Thanks, man, for the intel. It's just, and I'm gonna say this last thing. I'm gonna say this last thing. I'm gonna sum it up quick because I know you have other people that want to speak. So Vancouver, right? Only thing is, yeah, Canada is different from the United States, but North America has been indoctrinated with feminism. So do you believe that Vancouver won't eventually get infected with the subconscious programming of feminism, or I'll be okay going to Vancouver?
you'd be okay. If it was, it should have been. It should have happened a long time ago. I know that feminism in Canada is a lot more worse than it is in the US. So if it was to happen, it should have happened a long time ago. But there are two exceptions there in Canada. That's Montreal and that's Vancouver. Yes, feminism is still there, but when you're foreign, it's a whole different ballgame. Like I said, Vancouver is most definitely a a Den Tietzen. Is this guy trolling, guys? Because actually, forget, man. This guy's trolling. Blocked. He's gone. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so Vancouver, Canada, an exception. If you're an American brother, you will do very, very, very well. Very well. And there's a brother I'm speaking to right now on Instagram. He's telling me all the adventures he's having in Vancouver. It's crazy. And he's also from America. I think he's from LA. His accent gets some Vancouver girls. Montreal, Canada is also another great place for brothers. And apparently the women there are even feminine as well. And Canada is a feminist country. So there are exceptions to the rule. You need to make sure you vet the woman you're with very properly. You know, if you see any bad behavior, cut her off. If she's replying back to you a day after, 2 days after, cut her off. You are the prize in Vancouver, Canada. You're gonna have so much woman on you, Zach. Especially you being 6'3", 6'4", being American. It's gonna be very easy for you, Zach. Stay on your purpose. Do what you have to do. Make your money, and you're good. Okay. Let me move on to Gold Sam. I already asked Gold Samurai. Jack the janitor. Do you have any last points?
If I can, just three quick things. I'll try not to reiterate too much. Just keep in mind with a lot of this stuff, it's like when it comes to men and women, sort of everything's about sex except sex. Sex is about power. I think that was Robert De Niro in I think it was Robert De Niro.
Hold on, Jack. Measure up. Call back in, bro. Call back in, bro. Carry on, Jack.
Yeah, so it's all about power. Again, like feminism's not the problem; it's just a symptom. Think about you pick up that nice Mexican lass. She's super feminine. She gets a job, and then all of a sudden she starts throwing that money in your face. Well, you ain't paying no bills. I'm paying half of everything. Why should I have to cook? Feminism didn't teach her that. That was that money in her pocket that taught her that. So just be careful, especially when you bring them back home, because that's the root cause. You're going abroad and you're meeting women without power. That's really like 80% of it. So the women focus on other things because they realize, hey, they don't these men don't need me for money, so let me go and find these other values I can contribute. So I'll just leave that at that. The other thing is it's funny you mentioned crypto. I picked up a bunch of meme coins. I added to my already. I only own uh ADA. I only own Cardano, but I picked up a bunch of meme coins just for shits and giggles. I dumped 500 into Doge, Akita, and Shiba just to see what happens in the next 2 years.
What, 500 each?
Yeah.
Hey, you got money like that, yeah? Hey, you balling like that?
Nah, nah.
Man, like Jack. That's good, man. I love hearing brothers, using using that income they make, that the hard work they make to make moves like that. If you feel like they're gonna blow in the next years, it could make a lot of money. Do it, bro. I'm happy that you're even spending that money on crypto instead of stupid ass Gucci shirt or Armani belt, all that nonsense. You are investing in your future. You're investing in value. So good on you, Jack. I'm happy you're doing that instead of buying expensive designer clothes. That's what I want to hear more brothers do. Carry on, bro.
Yeah, I don't feel the need for those type of things. But yeah, I just did those purely because you know, I do trade from time to time, and the number one thing with trading is to follow the liquidity. You know, follow where all the big money is going. You know, put your own personal feelings aside. Your job is to make money, and the crypto market is just it's full of liquidity. So many coins are popping up. Everyone's dumping money in it. You know, the prices are only going up because of it. So, and it's going to continue until the liquidity stops. So, when is it going to stop? I don't know. So, make your money while it's there. I'll see how that goes. Again,
Yeah,
the only coin I really own is Cardano. That's the only one I really have
yeah.
in my portfolio. About 10%, I think. I don't know. Whatever the price is now.
You know, try to go for more stable coins, Jack. So Chainlink, Polkadot, Ethereum. That's going to be big in the future. Definitely Ethereum. Get it while it's still cheap, because I feel like in the next 5 years that's going to be Bitcoin level. So although I think it's $4,000 in the US, what you can do is just put in $500 a month for it. You don't have to buy the whole coin, and you can still make a good profit. Polkadot, VeChain, going to be very big as well. You got ADA Cardano, fantastic. I've got Dogecoin for the jokes. I got that last year, and I'm up quite nicely, holding that for the near future. And yeah, Zilliqua as well. So yeah, thanks for that, Jack. Any other last words, or you okay?
I only really like. It's not to say you shouldn't invest in those. It's just I only personally invest in things I understand. To be honest, I don't understand half these cryptos. I don't see a value in them, so I don't touch them. They probably will go up. Maybe there's something behind them, but I personally don't get it, so I don't touch it. That's the reason why I bought Cardano over Ethereum, because I understand Cardano. Um, but you know, just invest in the things you understand. You know, most of my money's in like 6 companies, like 6 stocks. That's where I mostly invest. So,
Um, what stocks are those?
uh, let me check. As of now, a mining company, so Rocco. That's a mining company. That's a no-brainer. Globex. Uh, I started that last week. That's a email data provider. Uh, I still have shares in Bragg. That's a gambling company. Um, what are the other four? Um, Quote Media. So they are pretty much the only company that deals with uh, sending quotes for option chains and futures on the Nasdaq. So if you're looking at quote prices for a stock on Google Finance, that's all done by Quote Media. So I've got them as well. I've also got what are the other two? There's two more. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But most of my money, I'd say at this point, is in Orocco and Globex and Bragg. Those three. Orocco's no-brainer. That's a copper deposit. Um, you know, copper mines, that's an issue right now. There's copper's not going anywhere. That the price of that's going to blow up. So that's pretty. That's probably like the easiest. That's the easiest counter thought stock I've ever bought. While everyone else was saying copper, don't do it. The mining stocks, blah blah blah. Like this is 2 years ago. The thing is like at 0.1 cent. I just dumped a whole bunch of money into it, and now the thing's at like almost $3 on its way to 10 because because this is my personal belief. You don't have to sign on to it, but I personally believe these European countries are going to bankrupt. The governments are going to bankrupt themselves trying to go EV, even though it's economically unfeasible. Uh, Fossil fuels aren't going anywhere. They're going to bankrupt themselves, and the money has to go somewhere. And you can't just make an app for copper. So
Do you
that's
mean
me.
electronic vehicles, EV?
I mean the whole supply chain. I don't just
Okay,
mean the vehicle. I mean electrification. Sorry.
interesting. All right, thanks for that, Jack. Gold Samurai. Just before you speak, Gold Samurai, Sam Combo, do you want to call in very quickly to speak about your comment, if you can, before I close the stream? But Gold Samurai, do you have any last words, bro?
Yeah. I want to say, yeah, man, invest in that crypto, man, because that's the future. You know, it's the only way you gonna really, make something happen out here. Because the dollar bill and everything is cool and all that currency and all that, but that's really the future, man. And yeah, like you said before, you don't want to be spending all your money on the Gucci belt, this Da Vinci and all the other name brands because they don't care about you. They taking your money and investing it probably in Bitcoin, and they probably making more money from Bitcoin with your money than they are making money from selling you the product. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be smart out here and make investments out here because that's the only future because even Robert Kawasaki said in Rich Dad Poor Dad the people who invest in assets they actually become rich, but the people who invest in liabilities like buying Lamborghinis and buying Gucci belts and all that they don't have nothing to show for it. So you gotta really invest your money and make you gotta make assets. You know what I mean? That's the main goal because you'll become in the future. You might not see nothing like right now, but in the future you'll see the benefits of it. It's a patience, like it says in the Bible. The patience is a virtue. You got to be patient with stuff. You know what I mean? So that's all I want to say, brother. And that's it right there.
Awesome. Thank you, Gold Samurai. Listen, no one else is going to call in, so I'll close the stream right in a minute or two. I want to thank everyone here for participating in the live stream and in the panel. Jack, Gold Samurai, Thomas, Young E, and the rest of the panel. Thank you very much for your ideas, your thoughts. You are very much part of this movement, and you make me a smarter individual. So I'm very thankful that I get to speak to intelligent brothers such as yourself. I wish you all wealth, riches, peace of mind, and plentiful of beautiful foreign women. I want to thank you everyone again. If you're new to this channel, can you please hit the subscribe button, share this video around, get in touch with me on Twitter, IG, or my Facebook group. Be calm, don't be angry at what's happening. I am offering you guys a solution. Get your passport to meet foreign women, invest in stocks, invest in crypto, keep a clear mind, focus on your purpose, make that money, wealth, riches, passport, foreign woman. That's all we care about on this channel. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Keep safe and just be calm, stay on your purpose, be focused, and you will get where you want to in life. This is a safe space for you brothers. I've always said that it's a safe space for you guys to just let everything out, get the intel you need before you travel to such and such country. And just be calm. We got this. Get your passport, get your passport, get your passport, get your passport. Y'all are good. And this is the first step. Watching videos like this, acquiring knowledge, acquiring wealth. That's what brothers need right now. Forget hip hop, forget rap, forget being a flipping American footballer or, what is American football? Yeah, forget about doing that. Just forget all that nonsense. Focus on things that matter. Focus on things that matter. That stocks, crypto, passport, foreign woman. You brothers have this. I believe in every single one of you. It's a passport movement. So thank you once again. If you can, hit the like button if you haven't liked the video already. Your support is greatly needed to push my videos out for other brothers who need this intel. I created this channel so I can share my knowledge to other brothers. And I'm very happy I did so because I saw that other brothers were experiencing the same issue as me in my home country. And I thought, I can't just be keeping this intel to myself. I'm being treated so well in Germany. Other brothers need to know this as well. And the movement's going out there. More brothers know about Vancouver. More brothers know about Montreal. More brothers know about Morocco. More brothers know about Germany. And that's what it's all about. Sharing knowledge. Black Harold, shout out to Black Harold. Forget Cardi B. Go to the gym and get cardio. Yeah, I like that one, bro. Black Harold, call him one day, bro. I want to speak to you. You sound like a very intelligent brother. But yeah, hit the gym. Definitely get bigger. Look after yourself, health. Get bigger, get stronger. Work on your core. Work on your muscles. So no one will mess with you when you travel. Get the woman you want to. Have that power mindset. Have that wealth mindset. You brothers have it. You have it all. Unlock your potential. There's a lot of intelligent brothers I'm speaking to every week, and I'm thankful for that. Jack, I only met Jack a couple of weeks ago. Jack has already made me smarter. Gold Samurai has already made me smarter. This channel here is for information sharing and wealth sharing. Brothers need to start supporting each other. So when I'm telling brothers to invest in Chainlink, Cardano, Ethereum, Polkadot, it's because I want every brother here to become millionaires in the next 5 years. When I'm telling brothers to buy Tesla stock, it's because I want my brothers to do well. The more rich black men there is in this world, in the West and Africa, then we will rise. We'll become stronger. Collective wealth is more powerful than individual wealth. So please share knowledge, share wealth to each other. We're all we got. We are simply all we got. So we need to be supporting each other through the passport movement, through the foreign woman movement, through the stocks movement, and through the crypto movement. I'm International Passport. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next live stream. Thank you and take care. Take it easy, everyone. See ya.